It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You know. Now here I go again. I see the crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams and have you any dreams you like yourself. Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you back in the stillness of remembering.
Let's start this up, guys. Upvote. Let's do this.
And what you
We're gonna talk about GPHG awards tonight. Holy crap! So many interesting results.
Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know.
Like 30 more seconds, guys. Let's give it.
Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing.
Good evening, everybody.
Say women, they will
Good evening, everybody, guys. Welcome to the show. Let's talk some watches. Let's talk some sense. Let's talk some watches. GPHG went down yesterday. All the winners have been announced. The top prize, as we discussed yesterday, went to IWC, the Eternal Calendar. Mind blowing that this happened. You don't usually think of IWC as the perpetual watch making company. Usually that honor goes to Patek Philippe, Lange, and a bunch of other and Vacheron, right? A bunch of other horology, so to speak, watch companies. But here, IWC took the number one prize. Makes me wonder who took last year's prize. We're gonna have to revisit some of this stuff. But yeah, um, before we start dissecting all the winners, huge shout out to James the Advisor, Dave F451, Kaloy, DL Farms, Marco, and all the dudes that upvote before the stream even starts. Big shout out to JMB, who's reminding everyone to consider becoming a member for like a price of a coffee, cup of coffee a month. You can keep this show going. The only independent wristwatch show on YouTube. Maybe not the only one. I mean, there's plenty of other wacky stuff that's going out there. But yeah, So cool. Shout out to Dr. Bob's Nightmare. Timmy, when did McDonald's start making Cadillacs? I'm not sure what that means, but hey, Dingo Dave, number one. Uh, Shout out to the Dingo. Let's see the aquarium update. I've been slacking on the aquarium updates, guys. You have to remind me before I end the streams. Please remind me to do an aquarium update. It's always cool to see what the heck is going on there in Dingo's aquarium. E. Stewart Hall uh, says Magic City were fantastic on the show last night. That's right, Magic City was pretty good. Great contributor to the streams. It looks like he said when Tim G was helping me do the streams, he would stand back, and now that Tim G has disappeared, Magic City had no choice but to hop on the panel and help me out. So if he wants to do it today again, let me drop the link. Let me actually pin it if anybody wants to join the stream to talk some wristwatches, talk some sense, let me know. The link is pinned. Let's see. We pinned the link. Okay, cool. That's it. Let's do this. Oh, hey, yeah. He's enjoyed the stream. He's getting more comfortable. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time to get used to it, but yeah, once you've done it a couple of times, it's no big deal. Web One, we love Magic City, and Sean, great contributors. Okay, guys, without further ado, if anybody wants to hop on the stream, they're free to join me. Otherwise, we're just gonna start knocking these out one by one. Let's see. So GPHG. Uh, Aguilera Dior Grand Prix went to IWC, obviously, but there's some other categories. All right. So, and the next category is ladies' watch. Look at this. A ladies' watch category went to Van Cleef and Arpels. Ladies' best friend. I know the roommate is all over this brand, but not so much their wristwatches, their jewelry. It's the most it's like the most coveted women's jewelry on the planet. Whoa, and this one's actually pretty cool looking. Look at this. Van Cleef and Arpels went above and beyond to make this watch special. It looks like it even has a quick change strap system. That's so crazy. On the watch, that seems like a one-off. But yeah, look at this. And there's some kind of a I don't want to call it enamel, but some kind of a drawing here. I'm guessing the rotor is going to rotate, make it look like the stars are going around the sun over here. I'm not sure exactly, but hey, it's a pretty decent looking watch, very jewelry-ish, but at the same time very romantic. Pretty cool looking. I actually I do kind of like the lugs. They remind me of Cartier Pasha, the way the Cartier Pasha has the strap integrated. It's not the most robust way to do it, but I guess let's see the video. We do have a bit of a video here. Oh, you can see it's got like well, it's a diamond all around the perimeter. Oh no way! The whole dial rotates, and there it's like a day-night indicator. This is insane. Oh my god! And it's Aventurine with the diamond set moon and the diamond stars, and by the looks of it, like a gold sun. Holy fuck! This is one of the most breathtaking women's watches I've seen in a while. No wonder they took this prize. I mean, look at this. Oh my god. Aventurine sky all around. And so as you can see here, the hand basically the hands show you the time, but a backdrop is like a 24-hour indicator. If the sun is up, it basically how would you describe this? It's yeah, it's a 24-hour disc in the back, right? That when the hour is at 12 o'clock, then the sun is going to be at the top over here at the 12 o'clock as well. Oh man, it's a crazy watch. Scott Wexlin says, "Good evening, all. Haven't been able to watch regularly lately. Hope you're all doing well." Hey, it's so cool. The watch market is dead. There's not much interesting going on. So yeah, nothing really happening. Just looking at the GPHG winners. Let's see. The watch apprentice is the daytime when the sun is up. Yeah, when the sun is up, you got your day hours, right? So that would be like an AM PM in a way indicator, because if they didn't have this, right, theoretically, if you were in the cave, you wouldn't be able to tell whether this was 10 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock during the day. And with this complication, you could. But then again, I look, it's more of an artistic way of doing this complication, but I really like it. It's a cool watch. Van Cleef has done something that's practical and also at the same time beautiful, right? How many brands, already established brands out there, that could have done this, but they have just been sitting on their hands doing nothing, right? Like this could have been Chopard. Chopard already makes similar stuff, right? They make those happy diamond watches with diamonds kind of in between two layers of sapphire. Who else could have done this? I mean, easily, I guess JLC. JLC does something similar with the shooting star, uh, but uh, but like Patek, Vacheron, even AP, right? What are they doing? These are established watch houses. Why does Van Cleef have to come out with something like this? Anyways, oh, Bud says international watch company Schaffenhausen wins the GPG Grand Prix. Yeah, they do. They do win. I don't know if it's deserved though. Um, by the end of today's show, let's look at what other choices there were, and maybe we can pick a better watch to win the Grand Prix. But if they did win the Grand Prix, I guess it's because of the technical innovation, right? Being able to do an eternal calendar, whatever that means. Was it 4,000 years? Um, yeah, we'll have to see exactly how far it goes. Anyways, ladies' watch prize couldn't have been a better choice, and also ladies' complicated watch prize also went to Van Cleef. This is just Van Cleef is just taking every single prize and taking them home, because why not? Nobody else is doing anything. So here we go. What is this? Very hard to tell, but it does look like a retrograde um, dial, retrograde hours at the least. I'm guessing the butterfly tells you the hour, but how can you tell the minutes? Very convoluted. Obviously, very also artistic. It looks like it's a minute repeater. It says it's a Lady Arpel Rise d'Atelier. Okay, well, let's see what they say. It's got hours and minutes, on demand, flower, breezing animation. Okay, never mind. It's not a minute repeater. It's got like an animation. Let's play it. 38 mil in size, 13 mil. Here we go. What? It's crazy. So you go, oh, no way. How is that supposed to work, even? Crazy. So, oh, it's a day and night. Oh, so there's two butterflies. You see, there is a golden butterfly. That's like the day hours. And then there's a blue butterfly. That's your night hours. and I guess the sapphire disc with the butterflies rotates. But how do you? What does the button do? Right. Going back here, 170,000 Swiss francs, of course. Crazy stuff. Enamel dial, da da da. Paying tribute to nature, a source of inspiration for Maison since its creation. The Lady Arpel Bristle d'Atelier watch celebrates the freshness of a summer morning. This new creation brings uh, corals into bloom within the Van Cleef and Arpels garden. White and yellow gold butterflies rendering. Okay, well, regardless, I guess it's pretty freaking cool because it's expensive. Very creative, to be honest. Like this is what watches are going to become more and more like because like you're paying a lot of money. Why pay a lot that this much money to tell the time in a way that a quartz watch can tell the time, right? If you need the time, here it is on the phone, right? Here's you can just check your iPhone to tell the real time. Whereas wristwatches, I'm guessing, should be more like this. Not like okay, it's a cool example how to do a lady's watch. Now I want to see something like this, but for a man, maybe with like jet fighters. You know, you got two planes. You got F-35 on one side and the MiG on the other, and they're going around the bezel like this. And it's instead of the flowers, you got New York City on fire, right, or something like that. Something freaking cool. That would be a winner. But are they gonna do it? I don't think so. So let's keep going along over here. The next one, the time only. Oh no, and it went to the streamliner, small seconds, blue enamel dial. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What's you guys take on the streamliner? Because it's the the built-in bracelet, like the integrated bracelet, blue dial sports watches became so popular in the past couple of years. Every brand has one, and H Moser had to create one, but they done it their own way, and it's kind of cool. But personally, I think that the small seconds at 6, it doesn't work. I think they should have had no seconds at all. It gets in the way because whenever I think of the running seconds in 6, I think, oh, it's dress watch. But this is a sports watch. Why the heck does it need these running seconds? It should have been eliminated. Just a two-hander. Take it from the 202, the Masters. But what do I know? Scott Wexland says, "What is the size of the Streamliner?" I like it. Simple and elegant. The size is 38 mil. Oh, no, actually, it's 39. I tried it at some show. I think I tried it in Geneva, and then I tried it somewhere else. It's too small on my wrist. It looks weird. I think for me, I would have to go with the regular one, but whoa, look at that. It's got the micro rotor. Man, the movement on this thing is nothing to sneeze at. Jeez, let's play a video. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, you see that dial? It looks cheap. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just kind of. Mm, I wish it was some different material, like a stone. Stone dial would be a lot better. This, whatever this thing is, you see, it's like hammered and then blued. It doesn't look that great, to be honest. I'm gonna wait for a different dial and no running seconds. If they take away the running seconds at 6, they'll have a perfect piece. 39 is about the smallest you can go. My Tudor 925 is the same size. Otherwise, I like the larger watches. Yeah, no, I think with the Streamliner, the Dream Streamliner is that the chronograph, the bullhead, right? The OG that came out like what's been 3 years ago now. The small Streamliner. I don't know. It's just the running seconds at 6 throws me off. Am I the only one? Seriously, it because it really throws me. I mean, look how deep the running seconds even is. It's almost like they had to cut the hole in the dial and drill it down to even make this seconds happen. And I think it would have looked better without the running seconds. But yeah, man, this is the watch, the small. This is the. Let me see. What's the category that this won? Time only. What? This is the best time only watch of 2024? What is going on? Seriously? I'm not sure about this. Who are the judges? I want to know who were the judges now because it feels a little bit rigged. I don't know about you guys, but feels a little bit rigged. Look at this. All these Van Cleef and Arpels. I mean, these great looking watches, very creative. Kudos to them. But man, Van Cleef and Arpels, it's already a top company. In jewelry, do they have to also dominate the wristwatch space? All right. Well, you know what? After we're done looking at all the watches that won some type of a prize at GPHG, we'll go back and we'll look at if there were any better options than what we've got. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, men's watch prize, Kari Voutilainen. Holy shit! Yeah, let's do this. Kari took the prize. No, no shit. I mean, who's not gonna like this? Man. But could these super independents even compete? There's only like 20 of these in the world. How can uh how can you put Voutilainen in the same competition against like a Breitling, right? It's not fair. Kari is just too good. His watches are too amazing. Yeah, look at that. It's got seconds on the back. Running seconds is on the back. And the balance wheel is at the front. Hell yeah. Damn. This looks a lot like the humble pine uh Vash no, no, was it Frederic Constant. Oh yeah, he got the Frederic Constant. And but the his Frederic got the balance wheel at 6 o'clock, and this Kari's got it at 12. That's a huge, huge balance wheel. Let's see. A little bit unfair, you know. And then men's complication prize went to the Bethune DB King of Grand Complications. Wow, this is very interesting. Always fun to see a De Bethune. Such an odd brand. I wonder what the relationship with Watchbox is still like. Are they still, working very closely together, or what's going on there? Let's see. It looks like it's a double-sided watch. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Oh my god. So it's two-sided. One side got date, day, month, a month, yeah. and it looks like it's got the leap year indicator with the moon phase, and it's almost got like a second time zone. It's a GMT. On the other side, it's got second time zone, and it's got power reserve, and oh, and that's got the moon phase as an indicator, not three-dimensional, so it's easier to set it. Okay. It's possibly a tourbillon. Wild stuff. Jumping seconds, tourbillon, perpetual calendar. It's got a special escape, and let's see. There's a little video here for us to get a little preview. Who's this? Oh, oh wow. Just imagine each component is treated one at a time. Yeah, this is like if you want a perpetual calendar without sparing any cost. The entire team of watchmakers. Oh man, look at that moon phase. Guy has to pick it up with tweezers. Look at this. Jeez. Oh, they inlay those stars by hand. Yeah, double Thune. Yeah, this brand is on a different level, to be honest. Different level stuff. There's good stuff, and then there's like amazing stuff. Magic City says, Tim, you had this watch in your hand at Watches and Wonders. Quite possibly. Yeah, there's a possibility I did. I think I did. Yeah, and it's very small. A very, very, very thin, very small watch. I like how these the Bethunes, they got these articulating lugs. And what happens, you can when you put the watch on with their leather strap, you almost kind of cinch the lugs to your wrist, so it kind of conforms to your wrist. And I don't know if it's it might the mechanism might break in 20 years, but it is a fun watch to put on. Holy crap! It's 400,000 Swiss francs. Never mind. 43.3 millimeters in size and 13.85 millimeters thickness. It's actually thicker than I remember. Uh, it's a little bit weird. I always thought these were thinner, but 13.85. It's a thin one. That's a thick watch. Sorry. Anyways, that's the complication. There you go. It's a complication watch. The Bethune. I don't know. I'm not I'm not really feeling these results, guys. They're they're watches that are impossible to buy. So yeah. Now the next one I could really get behind, okay? And that's this the iconic watch prize went to Piaget. And that I fully stand behind. In fact, I think this is a great alternative watch to someone who wants a Rolex day date, but they don't want the day date. Like they don't want the Rolex. They do want the same equal level of kind of a FU watch, but Rolex, maybe they're bored of Rolex by now. So this is a perfect alternative. I am fully behind this watch. If only it wasn't so expensive. That's the only issue with it. It's so expensive. Made this Piaget at retail, 40 something thousand. No, 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 sorry, not 40. It's almost 80,000. With taxes, it's definitely 80,000. Mike Lewis says, I think I'll pass 400K for that very extreme pricing. Yeah, welcome to extreme pricing world. This is why watch market is kind of struggling, because $400,000 watch wouldn't have seemed so extreme just 2 years ago. In 2022, everybody would have looked at it and said, well, it's 400,000 retail. But what is it going on the gray market for? And if you saw these for 2 million, right? If there were people lining up to pay 2 million for that, then 400,000 wouldn't seem so much. Speaking of big inherited wealth,
No,
Daniel,
stop that.
show.
You're in big trouble.
No, what trouble? You're not in trouble.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. Sorry, guys, I'm wearing the same shirt, but it's clean. I wasn't wearing it all the time yesterday. I'm okay, people. I'm not one of those bag people with the clothes for 3 weeks. I didn't have to say that, Tim, but I'm just saying
No
it.
problem with that. Hey,
And I don't have the papers from Ming. Can we get that straightened out? I don't.
I need
It's
that.
worth 40
I need those
cents, that
papers.
paper.
The Ming won a GPHG award in Sports Watch
Yeah.
Prize. Look at this, Danielle. I have a watch of winners. You understand?
Yeah, I know. But I asked them. Tim, we
This is
talked
winner's
about
watch.
this.
Daniel,
I know.
it's another Ming takes another prize in the wristwatch Olympics. This is
For
like the
what? Under
Olympics
what category?
or the Oscars, the Academy
I
Award.
know, but under what category did it win this time?
This time, well, last time it was under cheapy watch, under $1,000, and
Right.
this time it's men's sports watch. That's a big deal. It's not a bullshit
okay.
category even.
Okay.
Yeah, men's sports.
Yeah.
Men. Do you hear this, Daniel?
Yeah. What
Men
movement are these?
wear Ming
Right. I know, but okay. So
sports
really
watch. But
How much
actually,
is
it's
it?
not men. Actually, forget about it. It's just sports watch price. Not men's, but
Yeah, but it looks really okay. It looks good, but
a good, decent looking piece. Yeah.
I tend to be yeah. How much
But
is it?
this brand takes home another trophy. Ming, they'll have soon. They'll have like a shelf full of
Yeah.
these prizes that they won.
Okay, listen. I called Ming after the fact, and after I told you, I sent an email that confirmed that there was, the old email from them. I passed on to you.
Mhm.
I cannot find anything from them anymore. They won't give me anything. They're very blunt about, like, after I done
Not
with them,
giving
they
a
had
fuck,
nothing to
right?
do with me. I asked them, "Can you give me, another copy of that receipt?" And they say, "Well, after a certain date, we cannot do that." That's just Ming himself, I think.
What the hell? That's
I don't
bullshit.
like.
What do you mean after
Yeah.
certain date?
Remember with Messina Lab, there was a collab with Messina Lab and Ming.
Mhm.
And people were criticizing because some of the watches were off center or something. It was just one of those things that can happen to any company. Some
Mhm.
watch was off center or the hand. I don't know what the details was. And the Ming was being a bit defensive about those complaints.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that
starting to get a little
happened.
bit put off by that.
It happened actually to the watch that I have. Now mine hands
yours
were
was
fine
okay.
and centered, but it happened to that model
Did it?
that I own.
Oh, how'd you
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
the other one that I bought of my own free will.
Oh, I see. Oh, it did. What happened to that
I
historically?
still have it. It's
Oh,
for
you still
sale.
have-
It's available. Somebody wants to buy it. I don't
Did you
need
get
two
any-
Mings. I got
did-
one winner. I don't need two winners. There's too many winner watches, Daniel.
Okay, that is still a good watch, Tim. Hey, it's still in my
This
name.
one, I'm not selling this. This is
Yeah,
gorgeous.
good. Now the other
Salmon.
thing, and that's a Rousseau. No, that came from the guy in Montreal.
Mhm.
Bespoke straps. He's really good. That
My
strap
only
you have
question.
there.
Yeah.
From
Oh yeah.
you hear me? From Bespoke straps, better than anything from Ming. It's
Yeah.
it's in the line of Rousseau, but it's by a guy from Montreal, handmade.
Yeah.
That
By the
strap
way,
is
my
half
only
good.
question is what happened? Why is the bezel so beat up at 11
Tim,
o'clock? Were you hammering nails in with this watch?
Stop it, Tim. My soul's connected to roommate. Bang your watch. So leave me alone on that, all right?
Bang your watch, Daniel.
Yeah, we connect. We roommate. Look, I want to add to this. Listen, I'm still finishing dinner. I
Mhm.
want to add to this.
Yes.
Proof I'm having salad,
Oh, very nice.
and some
Healthy.
pasta from someone else that's off the street, but he's really good. So I
Hmm.
had I just wanted to bring this out. It's not a winner of
Bring it out.
GPHG. No, you bring it up. I'll tell you what it is. It's Furlan Murray. The
For
latest.
Lane Murray. What happened
They're
to him?
so beautiful. No, what I'm telling you, for anyone who likes this stuff, you're
Uh-huh.
getting a beautiful watch from Furlan Murray with a Jeu de Paris movement for I forget, around 1,500 something US. No, CHF, Swiss francs, which is about close to 2,000 for, and Canadian around a little over 2,000. Yeah, you're getting a damn good piece, beautiful pieces from Furlan Murray now. They're using not just Edamuments, which are good, or Solita. They're using Jeu de Paris, which is a slight step up from them. Now, I don't know how Jeu de Paris is meant. No, there's some other ones outside of just those models.
Oh, yeah?
And they're really, really getting to be
Are there
nice.
any good-looking models there?
I like that one on the right. You see that one? Any color, I like that one.
Oh, the one on the far right?
Far right, yeah,
Really?
The
I
one
didn't
in
know
the
you were a
middle is-
fan of far right, Daniel.
Stop it! Leave me alone. There you
Oh,
go.
these are really
Good
nice,
one,
the
Tim.
round
That's a
ones.
good zinger, Tim. That's a good zinger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that one.
Look at that.
You
Wow.
saw the woman in Geneva, one of the women at a party.
Yes, I
At
did.
the
I
show
saw
me,
one woman with
and
this
that's what
watch.
that was what she was wearing, and she looked like someone who could afford any Rolex. Like, to me, she looked like someone,
Yeah.
maybe an executive, property management, somebody or whatever. But
Yeah.
they don't want to spend tons.
I remember
of it.
when I saw her, I was like, who is that?
Right. Yeah.
I had to go talk to her.
Yeah, and I might get one. Not
It
now.
is a great women's watch.
Well, it's both sex, right?
Yeah, it's a great unisex watch. There's different colors. You can get the blue one to match your hat, Daniel.
Yeah. And it doesn't break the bank. They're beautiful. Like, that would be wonderful to if I'm a little concerned with my price, which is, as you've seen, my little prize here. Everyone's seen it.
Let's see it. Oh, yeah, baby.
I love it.
Wow.
And the croc strap, which I put in recently, the metal strap.
How much are you liking that watch? Let's see it on the wrist, on the leather strap.
You've seen me with the leather strap, right? You've seen me with it on. I like it a
Well,
lot.
I've seen it, but from a different angle.
Let me
I
put it
wanna
this
see
way.
from this perspective.
Let me put it this way. Life gets in the way, and you forget that you're wearing it, right? You're thinking of other shit, right?
Mhm.
But when I manage to think about it, I think, damn, that's nice,
Yeah.
But people don't comment on the watch. They say, you got neat glasses, total strangers, or I
Mhm.
like your hat. They're not commenting on the watch,
Mhm.
which is fine.
So Jaeger fake watches, $2 super chat. Tiny little man. Oh yeah, Daniel, that's a good looking watch. Oh my god,
And
what's the size of this? 39, 38.
Yeah. And it's thin. It's thin.
So good. Oh
It's
yeah,
thin.
it's like a quarter. It's like a quarter.
Well, okay, let's say it's a little bit wider than Sean's new fancy Patek that he just got with the blue dial. Remember that he just got that from a well-known collector? That's a bit thinner and it has a lot of heft. But that's a beautiful piece. I'm not comparing this to that, but it's not as thin as that.
Yeah.
And it's not the thinnest, but it's like 7 mil or something across.
It's very thin. That's AP thinness.
Okay.
AP
like
micro,
Yeah.
micro movement, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
MD Chaz, the hub ring is stunning. Yeah, the hub ring is so what's up. How is the hub ring not a winner at this GPHG award?
No, because that. Okay,
not this year.
The dial is the new dial, but that's just whoever orders it. But hub ring already won its awards at GPHGs years ago.
Oh yeah,
with a new creative
that movement you said even won the award, right?
It was the movement that won the award,
Yeah.
or the whole watch. Not so he can't win in a certain category again. He already won, so he's got to come up with something new and different to go into the competition again. And maybe
damn,
busy to do
Daniel, you're right. Here we go. What
It
is
was some
this?
years ago that they won. They won
Look at this.
another.
This one, Airwin.
Okay, and
Airwin.
that's
Yeah, look at that
stopping.
movement.
Well, that's the stop seconds hand.
The,
Not that
the
you need it,
deadbeat
but
seconds.
the deadbeat seconds. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got an extra module added to it. That
Oh my god.
you know, can I imitate a deadbeat seconds? Can I mimic a deadbeat seconds, Tim?
Yes, sure. Let's see it.
Okay.
This is a deadbeat demonstration. It's a deadbeat. You go. That's how the watch goes.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Deadbeat seconds, guys.
Like dead man walking, you know?
Like a dead man. Great for to wear while committing a murder.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
No, you get it all. You don't want to get it bloodied up.
No, you don't.
You gotta
It's great watch to get murdered in, though.
Yeah.
Because it's a
But,
deadbeat seconds.
And see the bottom of the back of the watch there that is label.
Yeah, the label. Yes, on the
I've
movement.
got it,
Yeah,
as you notice, I've got it
engraved with a micro like whatever engraver.
And that's what's in here too. It's the same thing, right? I like that. I don't know if you can see it. There's too much glare. Let's see if I can turn it from the glare. There, you can sort of see it in the middle. In the middle, but I can't get it so you can get an accurate look.
That's such a beautiful watch. It is hold on a second. It's a different movement in yours than this one, because this one's got this kind of a central pivot over here.
Yeah, that's a module.
Okay, slightly different. It's okay.
Yeah, it's a module.
They're both a brain.
You gotta pay extra for that one to have the module do the deadbeat seconds. And I don't care for it, so I didn't pay for it. So
Soyego fake watches, $2 super chat. Did Soyego call out bear watches to divert attention? Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
What's this all about? The old news?
I don't know. It's just something
That's old
from
news
way
from
back. Yeah, I guess somebody wants to know the drama, the behind the scenes drama.
Yeah. So again, to repeat, I can't repeat enough, but I don't want to over repeat because I don't want it to go out of stock. Furlan Mari, you got everything you want as far as a pretty looking watch without spending crazy money.
Without the crazy, insane money.
Yeah. I just love it because they're, the Christopher Ward's got that crazy one that's won awards with the crazy look. That might look like a Bovet kind of thing, but I don't know how long the love for that's going to last. Christopher Ward's moved a long way, but I really like where Furlan Mari has moved their stock. Oh yeah, and the way they price pointed it, man, as long as they can keep making a little bit of money out of it, because I hope they didn't underprice it too much. What's this? Is this one of the earlier brands? Hey, get this, Daniel. Which one's this? The Studio Underdog has announced a series Gen 3 with bespoke movements. They look nice too, don't they? What? Yeah. A bespoke movement. They're going. So this is like one step away from in-house. It's where they order a movement just for them. I like that. You liked it? What? No, I like that. I like the way. Thank you. I like the way they did that. That's great too. That's not. It's going to make the watch more expensive. Well, yeah, but how much more expensive? They probably still kept it accessibly competitive, and the colors are kind of interesting too. Well, yeah, iconic colors. The watermelon. Yeah. What's the price going on here? Well, good question. I have no idea. Look at this. It says that the changed their sales model for movements. Importantly, the minimum order quantity for ST19 movements became 10,000 pieces, which for a brand that produces watches is relatively low quantities is quite the predicament. Oh shoot. What is going on? Look at it. Considering that the design of one series have been kept
The same for Gen 3. What has changed? Well, the watch case is now slightly slimmer with thickness of 12.9. So it's thinner. They made it a little bit thinner. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's under 13. You see, I've been saying this. 13 is is the thickness that separates a
Yeah.
watch from being thin or thick. Under 13, you want to go under 13. If you have a watch under 13, it feels great.
Does it look
Anything
go?
over 13 is too thick.
So is it from China? That it's a custom made from China?
So it
Does-
says, yeah. So
It
back
might be
in
good.
April, Seagull, the manufacturer,
They've
I
been
guess
good
it's
for
the
a while.
Chinese manufacturer, used in Series 1, changed their sales model for the movement. Importantly, they would have to order 10,000 of these
Right.
in the future. So this is like they had to make a change, right? They're
Well,
trying to justify.
Seagull's been respected for quite a while now.
Yeah, but 10,000 movements, Daniel, that's a
No.
lot of movements, no?
Well, okay, I get it, but I'm just talking about Seagull, the company itself,
Yeah.
has been respected to some extent for those in the know for a while now from China. Interesting.
Yeah. I wonder how does
But they better.
Studio
But
Underdog
wait a
sell
minute.
watches?
The people better get their watches pretty quick with the movements because there's going to be this crazy tariff. Remember, coming up, the tariff. I'm throwing in the
Oh, the
balls
tariff.
on everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what I mean? If anyone's interested in watches, you better order it now in these pieces because of the movement, unless they change their contract. I'm not sure when officially, but knowing the way certain people are, they're going to put it into effect right away.
Oh damn, look at this. Kojak coming out with facts. It's 550 euros, which is 50 more than before. It's also more accurate. Damn. So
you know who's
how many?
also more accurate?
Who?
You know what's also more accurate? Kojak.
Kojak is more accurate. This is a version 3.0 of Kojak.
Yeah.
Faster, slimmer, with more hair.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to be careful because I might be poking the bear, right?
Yeah, don't poke the bear.
Yeah.
He's going to come down on you.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want the nemesis on the stream, Daniel. Show you what it's like. Yeah. Hey, Kojak, if he's available, hop on the stream. Let us know what's your take on the Studio Underdog watch. I'm a kind of a simp. Right? Ever since I've been going to all these watch shows,
yeah,
I met the owner of the company. He's kind of an okay dude. He's trying his best. He's actually like running a relatively successful business as far as businesses go.
Is he from France? Where's he from?
I have no idea.
Okay,
He's
but whatever.
Yeah.
The point is, I didn't want you to detract from the GPHG. The pretty stuff you see at GPHG, it's available just the way by a different type of an assembly line, a different approach that makes things affordable, and hopefully the companies still make their, the return on investments so they can continue operating. So then the buyer has someone to connect with if they need a service or stay a loyal client to them. You don't want a watch that you bought necessarily the company to disappear. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's still more accessible than 8,000, 7,000, whatever. It's how much are these? I don't know. How much are these?
Well, exactly, Daniel. You know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Could you hold your horses, Daniel?
I don't have any horses. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Knowing this, they're releasing some important information over here. Look at this. Instead of a strict limited edition of, let's say, 500 pieces, the watch will be available for pre-orders. Okay. And And everyone who orders a watch during the period will be guaranteed a watch. The first 600 orders are due to be delivered before Christmas, with the rest due in early 2025. Orders will be treated on a first come, first served basis.
Okay, so they're doing it just before the changing of the guard at at the White House or at the Congress and the Senate.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
they're doing it right before Christmas. This could be
yeah,
a great. You think this is a great stocking stuffer, right? Is that what they call these? The stocking stuffers, like a cheap gift. Is this a cheap gift or is this
cheap
expensive
gift.
gift? Does this
Yeah,
go under the tree? Do you
yeah,
put
yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah. I guess it can. It can.
What do you
Yeah.
do with this? Did you buy this for yourself or do you get it for somebody that you know?
I'd buy it for myself, but I'm not going for that. If I go for another one, it might be. That is, if I move the Explorer, it might be.
Yes. We need to
Uh,
talk about that. Have you been contacted
no,
yet, Daniel?
so
Not yet? No?
no. After that's done, then I'm not worried
There's a
about.
squirrel that will
Yeah,
deliver a note by your window. If you see a squirrel knocking on your window,
yeah.
make sure you open it. She will deliver you a note that's going to be crumpled up
Yeah.
inside a walnut.
Yeah.
So she'll give you the walnut, then you
Thank
crack
you.
it open. Then it's
Okay,
going to be
well,
the instructions will follow.
okay. Hopefully, it's not as. Oh my! You're
Mhm.
making it like the Great Escape or one of those adventure
Yeah,
competitions.
we need to get rid of that Explorer 1, free
Yeah.
up the money so you can get maybe one of these studio underdogs. I'm digging the studio underdog.
Well, I'd like the Ferlin Mary, but I'll see.
Ooh, this is how we're gonna. Okay, how many do you think he sells
Who knows?
of
But
these studio
it's
underdogs?
a good move to get some stock done before everything goes to hell in the breadbasket next month. No, wait a minute. 2 months from now.
You think? What do you mean?
Day one
You
after
think
the
they're going to? Department of Education, right? That's gonna be.
look, man, it's everything.
They're
It's
actually gonna close it down. What do you
it's
think
going to
they're
be
actually gonna do it?
I don't know. Like, it's scary.
So what's
We
gonna
take it a
happen?
day
Like
at a
this
time.
schools in United States will just cease operating, just public schools.
I know. I
They'll
don't
just
know.
tell kids, sorry kids,
I don't know. But
school
it's
is over. We're not doing school in the West anymore. No
no,
more high school,
no.
no
That's
more
the
middle
banning.
school.
No, that's
It
the
has
banning
been
of
cut.
books.
What?
I'm not sure. Like, let's.
Just so what do the parents tell their kids? Well,
I
now you're
don't
gonna
know.
be educated on YouTube. Here's an
Right?
iPad.
Yeah.
Just search geometry grade 1 and learn that way. Here we go. Let's do this. Kojak.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
Yo, how you doing?
Not too bad. How are you guys doing?
Well, I'm doing okay. I'm doing fantastic.
I wasn't really that interested anyway. What's going Daniel Katz, how are you doing?
Fairly okay. I get texts about different situations. Sometimes I'm gaslit by just nonsense from that has nothing to do with you guys. It's just stuff from a text from someone which is hinting that they want something or this and that. And I won't go into that, but everyone gets it. So
You get
Yep.
texts from your exes?
not exes, just I won't say exactly. No, I can't say what it is. I don't want to get into
Oh,
trouble.
interesting. Okay.
So it's just stuff that comes up, and so you just got to persevere through it. So and you get all the time, Tim. So what I get is pretty small compared to what your typical day is behind the scenes, I guess.
Yeah, it's been busy.
Whether someone's doxing somebody, or when someone's threatening something, or someone's
All
giving
right.
bad.
Andy Benz, damn you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
tomorrow I'm going to the city to
What, Toronto?
check out. Yeah, I'm gonna want to. No, not Toronto. No,
Yeah.
Manhattan. Just going to the city to
Right.
stop by a couple ads and see what's going on with the wristwatches. Are they selling them or are they just keeping them for themselves? Yo, Kojak. Yo,
Yeah.
what do you think? Studio Underdog.
For the
Is
win.
this the next thing? Is this the next cool hot watch? What do we do? Do we buy one? I'm confused.
What's confusing about it?
It's really good looking watch,
Then
but I'm kind of pissed off that I didn't come up with this idea. This guy is, making a bank on these watches.
so this is just the latest
Yeah.
in ideas in the world that you're regretting that you didn't come up with. This is just the latest. This is the line that they've crossed for you. Nothing else.
No, I just read 10,000. Man, if 10,000, so that means what? He's definitely maybe sold more than 10,000 of these already.
No.
Right? If he
hasn't.
sold 10,000 of these, let's just do 10,000, do some math, times 500 pounds. That's 5 million.
What I like about you, Tim, is that you never allow the facts to stop you getting in the way of your narrative. So they've not sold 10,000. I mean, I don't.
I think he probably sold 10,000 of these already. They sell like hotcakes.
Wait, hold on. There's a bunch of hurdles to go through here.
What's the hurdle?
Well, the pre-order, they're banking on people pre-ordering, so they're not stuck with stock.
Yeah,
they do it
don't
as
want to limit
the money comes in.
to selling just 10,000. They think, hey, if we just let people order these, we might sell 20,000, 30,000 of these.
They're a small operation. They're not going to be able to look. I don't know how many they make, but the point about the 10,000 is that that's the only way you can qualify to be able to purchase the movement off the shelf movement from Seagull. That was the issue. Okay, so that they're not in that position to be able to purchase that many movements. That's a hell of a lot. It would disqualify a lot of micro brands from being able to purchase these movements. What this guy has done is actually commissioned them to make a movement specifically for him. And by doing so as well, not only are they making the watch thinner as well as everything else, but they're also reducing the plus or minus accuracy rate. So it's down from plus 15 to minus 35 or something like that to plus 15, minus 15. It's in the article. That's
like a Seiko quality.
Well,
I feel like am I reading stories at bedtime for you, Tim? I mean, the article.
No, we're discussing. It's a great point of discussion. I mean,
is it Seagull?
It's a great watch. I couldn't care less what the accuracy is. I like the design, what it looks like.
Is it Kojak? Is it Seagull that's commissioned? Maybe a certain department of Seagull to do
what
that?
else do they make?
It's a partnership with Seagull rather than rather than Studio Underdog purchasing off the shelf movement from Seagull. So they're making it specifically for Studio Underdog. So it's just a riff. It's just a slight variant on their standard movement. This one's going to be called the ST1901B. Few changes. It features a swan neck regulator.
So how many thousand do you think they're going to sell?
Listen,
5,000.
They're only allowing pre-orders from 3 p.m. Well, only for 9 hours.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. They're only doing it for rather than before, which was like for X number of watches. I mean, this is quite clever. Rather than doing X number of watches, they're gauging the interest by saying, "Look, these dials, which were previously limited editions, we can get around that little legal definition of a limited edition by reissuing it with a tweaked movement and a thinner case, and we're going to try and do things a little bit different." And we say, "Look, you know what? Come all, you merry men and women, order between this hour and this hour on a certain date, and we'll get them to you as and when we can, with a certain commitment before Christmas, the rest coming over into the new year."
Okay, I'm gonna throw a wrench in here a little bit. Let's say
not the wrenches again.
Oh, well, the wrong word maybe, but anyways, let's say they've been bought. So some of the delivery of the first batch come in December, maybe a little bit later. Some come in January. Mm-hmm. But right after January 21st, even though the contract was made and the person paid for them, they may be stuck in customs because after the 21st, the tariff goes into effect. Now, I don't know if a tariff was forced right away in the new presidency.
Oh,
200% tariff.
well, no, I don't know. That stuff is going to. They might not go through with it. Let's just.
Well,
Look,
I don't know
just
these
the way
things. I
the
don't know.
Trump works. I mean, he says a lot of things, but
Okay.
he might change it. He might actually sit down with some people who actually know what they're talking about, and they'll say, "Hey, actually, don't do it. It's going to blow everything
Or
up." And then
wait
he'll
till
say, "Oh yeah, sure, I'm not going to do it. No problem." And nobody's going to hold him like
well, we'll
accountable.
see. Okay.
So the tariff would be horrible, but
Yeah. All right.
hey,
Whatever.
hey, what can I do?
No, you can't do anything, Tim. All you do is just stand by the
It's going to hurt all
by the interstate
independent
and
mini
put out your
business.
finger to hitchhike.
No, Daniel, actually, like it's really going to hurt a lot of these
I know
kind
that.
of
I
businesses
know.
because what does Studio Underdog actually do? Like, what do they actually do? Kojak, can you tell us what do
Tell
they
you what,
actually do? Do they make the dials? Do they put the watches together?
well, look, they've committed to make of the first 600 orders are due to be delivered before Christmas, and the rest will be in early 2025. So they probably gauged how many people are really interested. It might go absolutely mental. Maybe their servers will crash. Maybe there'll be hundreds of thousands of orders. That's a nice problem to have. They will never be able to be able to
What if they
deliver.
get 30,000 orders?
Well, good luck to them. But the fact that they're looking at, I would say probably 2,000-3,000. I think that's what they're looking at. I don't know. But which of the four variants do you think is the one to go for?
Ooh,
That's the
well,
real question.
I think it would be the watermelon. That's the one because it's got the nickname. It's the most unique. But probably the one to get is the version 1. The Gen 1, the
Yeah, but
original.
that's not available. That's not on the table. What's on the
Go
table
vintage.
is
Go vintage. Go on eBay. Try to get these while they're still not asking ridiculous money. Because
yes,
I
but
think,
it's a thicker watch, isn't it? It's less accurate.
yeah, but because it's the Model 1, there's probably only like 300 or less than 500 of them. This one, there's like 10,000 of these. And the next model, I think they're going to, I don't know, make a lot of them, as many as they possibly can. Because that's what happened with my Ming, right? When I ordered my Ming, uh, the way it was is at 9 o'clock they opened up, I think half-hour window so that everybody could go in and order. And I remember I accidentally, I don't know, somehow woke up early that morning. I wasn't planning to wake up. And a bunch of people, they were doing a live stream. They're like, "Yeah, let's go buy the watch." So I jumped on the hype train and bought one, but that was only 30 minutes, and in the 30 minutes, I think they ordered 4,000 Mings. So this is going to be open for how many hours? You said 9 hours.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
there's going to be 20,000 of these.
Possibly. I
They're
mean,
going to
it's
make,
still.
yeah. Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, I think the question is, do you like the look of the watch? Is it some, the fact that they've managed to make it a little
Yeah.
bit more egalitarian in terms of, everyone has an opportunity to purchase one between these hours rather than vying for one of X hundred versions of the watch.
Yeah.
We know the watermelon would probably sell out first, or even though if they had a limit, it would be the watermelon that probably sell out first. But I don't know which one would you go for: the blue, the smoky one,
Oh
or
wow.
the pistachio one.
Look at this.
Mr.
Mr.
Bud.
Bud has a watermelon. Congratulations, sir. I want that one. Would you sell it, Mr. Bud? How much would you sell your watermelon for now? He's got the
So
version 1, right? Those are
Gen,
priceless.
they're not priceless. They are available for about, well, they're very seldom sold, but they sell for about £1,300. Gen 2 is
More than
about
double
1,000,
retail.
more than double, yes. But it's not, we're talking from a low base.
I think there's still a lot of room to grow. These could be 20, 30,000 in a couple of years.
What are you being on the drugs again, Tim? What the
No,
hell are you
no,
doing?
no, no. Think about it. Studio Underdog. It's really expanding. This brand is, I don't know. It's becoming like a cultural phenomenon.
Right. So
Those
how?
early watermelons, they could be super collectible.
Yeah. So how long do
Especially
you think?
like if one of these crazy live streamers or somebody gets it, starts promoting it.
What do you mean live streamer?
Well, no, like I'm I'm talking about.
You said crazy live streamer. What are you
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
Yourself?
yeah. No, I'm talking
Yeah.
like there's all these celebrity live streamers. Anyways, whenever they get something, people just
Are
fucking
you
just
talking
buy
about the
it.
time? Are you talking about the
Yeah,
time
like
tunnel?
they did this with Pokemon cards, right? Pokemon cards were super collectible for a very short time because like Jake Paul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, they're gonna be doing this fight with Mike Tyson. Last time he wore some Pokemon card around his belt, right, just to promote the Pokemon card game. Anyways, look, this could become collectible. It's this brand is kind of going places. Seriously,
Are you doing a pump and dump scheme here at the moment? Are
no,
you?
no, no, no.
It's, it's
Look,
a nice. It's an affordable, a reason for a chronograph. It's
yeah,
reasonably affordable a watch. It's a seagull movement at the end of the day. I mean, it's
mhm.
not. It's not going to
Nothing
be
to sneeze
horrible.
at. That's good quality stuff.
Well, you better not sneeze at it; it might break. But you need to sneeze
Yeah, I
away.
heard some of them
Cover,
are
cover,
problematic.
cover, cover your mouth when you sneeze when you're near these watches. But no, I'm sure they're okay. It's a
Would you
fun
buy
watch.
one? Are
Yeah.
you gonna sign up? Are you going to put your name down when they start taking orders? Are you gonna grab one of those watermelons, knowing fully well that it's a great watch?
Mm, yeah, probably yes. Probably yes. That's why I jumped on. I can't stay
Yes.
on that. I just wanted to
Yeah.
know
Oh, that's a great decision.
which one to go for. Look. I'll tell you what. If people in the
Mhm.
poll, why don't we do a poll? Like, which is the
Yeah.
best?
Oh, yeah,
best
yeah. Let's
best?
do that.
We got the. I don't know what the names of the other colors are. We got the watermelon. I'm
Mhm.
sure it's in the article somewhere. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll.
Watermelon,
I love a poll.
blue, gray, and green. Oh, gray or mint. That last one looks like a mint latte.
So it's watermelon, mint choc chip,
What?
desert sky, and goofy panda.
Blue is the desert sky. Wow.
Well, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I don't know which one's the goofy panda.
The goofy panda, I'm guessing it's the black and white one.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. And mint?
Yeah, so let me just reread it. Watermelon. We got so from left to right.
Desert sky.
Watermelon, desert sky,
Goofy panda.
goofy panda, and then mint choc chip. Who doesn't like a bit of
Oh,
mint choc
yeah.
chip? Hey,
Mint
hey, big
cock.
guy. Do you like a bit of mint choc chip?
Wow.
Does
Okay.
roommate allow you to
A
have
little bit
mint
of a
choc?
mint chalk
With
chip.
all
I
the
would go for some mint chalk chip right now.
okay,
Would you
hold
be
on.
I
allowed
think they
to?
have some at 7-Eleven.
I would go for if Kojak's seriously considering, or if I was considering for me, of all these colors, and they're all
Yeah.
nice, the staying power of the color scheme combination that I won't get bored with after wearing it many hours or many days is the overphrased watermelon. Even
Okay.
though the water, it's not because the watermelons have been overused and it's like the big name here, but
Yeah.
The other color is really nice, but I feel that I might get bored after a few hours wearing those other colors. And the watermelon just seems just right. It's a weird off-ball thing, but it's watermelon. Who gets bored with watermelon? So yeah,
Mm.
I kind of like that combination of that green with the watermelon.
So
So
guys,
Kojak, and if Kojak's walking in the island of whatever Paros,
mhm.
with that it would be just great because there's a lot of watermelon in every island in Greece.
Which so have you started the poll on that one? That'd be great to see. what
Yeah,
people-
we got the poll running. Guys, if you're watching the stream, go in the comment section, vote in the poll.
And I,
Watermelon right now is winning by far. So
uh,
if you actually prefer a different color, go into the chat and vote. Don't let watermelon win if you like any other color.
and I'll tell you what, I'll sweeten the pie a little bit.
Mhm,
If we get more votes, I don't know how many people are in there, but let's
mhm.
say we get 75.
Let's get some
I'll,
75 votes.
let's get a 75. I will tell you
Mhm.
what nuts I've been eating today.
Ooh,
There seems to be an
what
obsession.
nuts? You
Yeah.
had some nuts.
I had some nuts today. So
Oh yeah, is it tea and Ticker's nuts? Did you finally?
I'm not going. Look, I'm bearing the lead until later on.
Okay.
Let's get the votes.
Okay.
I'll tell you what nuts I've been eating.
I'm very curious. Oh God, guys, go upvote the stream. Let's get to 75. I want to know whose nuts was Kojak eating earlier tonight.
No. What nuts I was stealing?
Oh, sorry, sorry. What nuts?
Yeah.
I could go
What?
for some walnuts with
Okay.
fresh walnuts. Have you ever had fresh walnuts? Yeah. What the hell
well,
is that? Huh? Yeah,
what do you mean?
exactly.
Nuts from a
Fresh from the tree.
fresh from
Usually,
the
when
tree.
you get them in the supermarket, they've been dried for like 5 years. But I'm
Vin-
talking about fresh from the tree when they're still green.
Vintage nuts. You're talking about vintage.
Vintage. No, not vintage.
Not vintage. Not neo vintage.
Not
Fresh.
neo vintage. Fresh.
Minty fresh.
Like
Minty
that
fresh.
watermelon.
Yeah.
Watch.
That.
Watch. Oh my God, that watermelon. Man, this is a great business. Kojak.
Yeah.
If this guy is selling 10,000 watches, you know how much profit that is? He's making a bank.
And you have a problem with that?
No, I'm just saying this is a smart thing. More people should do it. There seems to be a good profit in this.
Yeah. So you said that this is you wish you had come up with this idea. Have you got
Not
any?
exactly this,
But do you have any other ideas that you want to commit to on the stream, or are you worried that someone might be this industrial
no.
espionage going on?
I don't want to commit to anything. I just want to take a break.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying myself over here.
So you're taking a break from what? Sorry, what was again?
Well, I don't know.
From what? What are you taking a break from? I'm just wondering.
All the nonsense, traveling, covering watch events. Yeah, we're just taking a little break here, making plans.
I see. Okay.
But yeah, we do have.
It's the plans. The plans. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways,
what are you chewing on at the moment? Dr. Zeus's cats in the hat.
Daniel's always eating when he's on the show.
I have
He's
to eat
amazing.
dinner time. I
These
have to
cats.
eat early. I was having some Primavera from a hole in the wall place that's to me pretty good.
What?
A hole in the wall little eatery that's
Nice.
proven
That's
itself to be good.
That's a glory hole, Daniel. That's a
Sorry, say that again.
You ate out of a glory hole, Daniel? Damn.
I ordered and got to go a thing of pasta, Primavera pasta.
Okay.
The hole in the wall
good.
restaurant, or what? It's not really a restaurant. You order and then you take it home with you. It's big enough for the kitchen. It's one of those places, and they were good. And I put together a little salad with some apple cider vinegar, and the avocado oil and garlic, and it was good. And I munched away while Tim was yapping away.
Hell yeah. Dr. Bob's Nightmare says the problem with these easily attainable, colorful watches is that if you like it, you might start thinking about buying more in different colors. Yeah, you can't stop at the watermelon. You gotta get the desert sky and then that goofy panda because why not? It's so goofy. And then mint choco chip latte. Who doesn't like that? That sounds delicious, especially on the cold October night. Mm, mm, mm. You got to get all four. Kojak, if you're going to get with one, might as well get one of each color. How about that? You got three, what are they called? Monacos. You got a lot to make up for. These could kind of balance out the collection a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
that's
Too
that's
many
the,
square
so
watches.
any watch I have to buy more than I have I have to buy at least 4 of them.
Yeah. Just to
But
balance it out.
4 Daytonas, 4 GMTs.
Yeah, you got 3
4
square
Studio.
watches. What were you thinking?
Well, clearly not a lot. I mean, I'm on the
Let's
panel
go
tonight, aren't I?
4 studio
There you go.
underdogs. Is this achievable? I mean, what do we have to do here?
And by the way, it is November, Tim, not October.
Time is going so fast.
Humble Pine's in the chat. There we go. What's
Hey.
he saying?
Says I like the goofy panda. Boring, like me. Hey, that goofy panda actually, because Humble Pine, he's got the JLC Polaris chronograph in this type of a panda configuration. So this would be a perfect watch for him to get. Like this is a cheapie, you just throw it in. It's good to celebrate 2024 New Year.
Do you go whimsical or do you go something that is a bit more serious looking? Humble Pine's gone for the more serious looking. It's certainly the most versatile version of the watch. But Humble Pine's got a massive, extensive collection. Does he need another serious watch in his collection? Be whimsical.
No, Humble Pine gets what Humble Pine wants. He doesn't. He goes against the trends. That's why he's got those Code 1159s. He's had all the APs before they were even cool. He just liked the design. And then when people started fighting over the APs, he was just watching on the sideline saying, Timmy, what the hell is wrong with these people? Why are they like sacrificing their first newborns to get a royal oak? What the hell is wrong with the people?
Well, listen, not only is it no longer October, it's now November, but also Humble Pine is saying he gifted the JLC to his father-in-law. Need a replacement.
No way. Then you
It's
got to
gone.
replace it. Yeah, replace it with this. You don't have, and this is not a lot of money. You just, you replace it. It's good. It's actually quality is good enough to where it's a good substitute. Like it fills a gap, fills a hole, but without breaking the bank. That's why these studio underdog brands are going to dominate the upcoming years. I think they're going to grow. They're going to grow fast. They're going to become freaking cool. Remember the Supreme?
No.
Remember how cool that was when it originally came out? Well, I think these are going to be really popular.
I think, like studio underdogs, probably iconic watch in their collection is the watermelon. It's the one that really
The watermelon. That's the one I want. So
put them
juicy.
on the map. I think it's
and I love watermelon.
You love watermelon. That's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever had watermelon with feta cheese?
That's kind of messed up. Why would you even say that?
No, it works really well. It's a great.
No, can it really work? Is that something in Greece? It's got to be Greek.
I don't think it. Well, it's obviously Greek ingredient, feta, but
Yeah.
I've seen it here in seen it somewhere. I've seen it in the UK as well. I've seen it on, recipes. Watermelon with some crumbled feta on top of it is a great, refreshing starter.
Wow.
So you
I've
could
never-
have. That's what they need to do: a watermelon and feta version of this. So you start off
What?
with a watermelon. They need a steak dial of some
Feta
description.
cheese and olive oil on the watermelon. You guys are just messing with me. Stop it. Maybe honey. I could see honey with
Honey and
watermelon.
watermelon. No.
Yeah, that
It's
could work.
No.
too sweet. It's too sweet.
No. The watermelon is its own thing.
What about with sugar? Watermelon dipped in sugar.
Have you?
No.
you had-
It's like I don't know. Like you know more than me, Kojak. But like I think of like when you make your fruit salad. That's a different thing. No, we're not talking about my fruit salad brain. I'm just talking about fruit salad. So banana, strawberries, cut up orange apple, a little bit of pear, and a little whipped cream over sponge cake. You don't really need any more sweetness, but you could put a little syrup in there. I don't think so.
By the
But
way,
no.
Daniel, get this. A Hubble Pine says a soju dial would be nice. And actually, if you look at the desert sky, you see the blue one.
Yeah.
The blue one looks exactly like a bottle of soju. You see
Oh,
this?
that's something.
Oh my God.
I
It's
know.
the blue one is the soju dial.
Well, I don't know anything about soju, Humble Pine. I'm so
Oh, it's
illiterate. Is it?
great. Oh yeah, it's great. It's the best
Oh.
drink.
Have you guys ever had a orange salad? Do you have that with
Oh yeah, the orange salad is amazing.
orange
Yeah.
segments with oregano and
Yeah.
some olive oil?
I
That's
want a
great.
little bit of vinegar in there, or lemon anyway. It's like squeeze
No,
lemon.
you don't. You got the citrus of the orange.
Somehow
Oh, oh, I
oranges
see.
I understand.
Okay,
A
okay.
watermelon with olive oil. Get out of here.
It might
No,
work.
watermelon with feta cheese.
What with
Okay, I
feta
want some
cheese?
dash in there, Kojak. Some dash, or some kind of seasoning over all that too. That's
Well, the
just
salt
me.
the salt is a condiment in that situation, so
Oh,
that's your salt.
okay.
But with the orange segments, with a bit of oregano, takes it into a
Watermelon
nice,
with salt.
Oh, I forgot about the
Guys
oregano.
are
That'll
sick.
do. I forgot about the oregano. Okay.
with aromatics. It's very
Yeah,
delicious.
the aromatics. Yeah.
Yes.
I miss Greek food. You know those souvlaki's. That was some good stuff. Kojak. I did not think I would miss Greek food so much, but I do
Yeah. Well,
miss
What are
it.
you
I want to
eating at
go.
What are you eating at the moment? What's
I
your
had pizza earlier.
Yeah,
oh,
Two
for
no.
crying
slices.
out loud! Speaking of a diet you're on.
Well, I had to eat something, and that was just 2 slices for
Oh,
the
two
entire.
slices. I
Yeah, I
see.
had no breakfast, just two
Oh, excuse
pieces.
me. Okay, I'll forgive you then. I'll forgive you. Okay.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna have to order something. I did not.
Oh.
I didn't have the dinner yet, so I'll have to order.
Where's roommate, by the way?
I don't know. I think she's sleeping in the other room.
Oh, she didn't run away. Did? Okay.
No, she's cool.
Yeah.
She's not working today, but
Okay.
tomorrow I'm going to city. Gonna stop by 2 of the ADs. Gonna see what the availability is like for some watches.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. some-
That's why you're going to the ADs. You're not trying to mooch some free booze.
Oh, dude.
They
Last
stopped.
time I was
Have
in the
they cut?
city at the Bukura,
Yeah.
Kojak, this is not even funny. It's the end. It's over. Okay. The Bukura on 57th and 5th Avenue stopped giving alcohol. They closed down their bar. They only have non-alcoholic stuff like the
No.
Coke and the
No,
coffee.
they stopped giving alcohol to you.
No, to everyone. They stopped giving to everyone. They
You
shut
you
down the bar. The
you
free
sent me.
tap
You
is
told me about
over.
this. You told me about this,
But
and
I
I was
told everyone because
yeah.
I told everyone,
Yeah, and
hey,
I was
if you ever go to the city, man, Kojak,
Yeah.
it had to stop at some point. You know the free tap. It couldn't like it was too good to be true. Do you understand, Kojak? if you didn't even have to own a watch. You could go to the city,
Hmm.
have 2 drinks for free. Whereas usually, if you go to a bar, that's $40, right? Those 2 drinks. You can go,
Yeah.
so you can start your day in Manhattan every day, theoretically, with 2 free drinks at the
Yeah.
Booker. You can have a champagne, you can have vodka soda, you can get a Negroni. They'll make it for you.
And when you
It it
told
it
me,
it couldn't
when you sent me that
It was
picture,
unsustainable. Do you
when I,
understand? It was
what,
unsustainable. There were people. I told about this to everyone. There were
yeah,
people going to city every day just to
yeah.
get their 2 free drinks. That's a $40 value.
And when you told me this, I texted you back and saying, "Well, guess where I am?" And I was in a Bookerer drinking a glass of champagne. And you sent me that text message,
Let's
and I
go.
said, and I looked worryingly at the staff there. So like, uh, uh, is this a standard policy? He said, no, no, it's just for Tim Wright, just for Tim Wright. That's a global policy that has been enacted for people like you, Tim.
Oh man,
You've been cut off.
I've
You
been
know what?
cut off.
Roommate has contacted Booker
I
and said,
thought I
"No
hacked
more."
the Matrix. I thought I had the Matrix. But look, all good things, they're not meant to last forever. So that's why while it lasted, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's the best way. I mean, come
Oh
on.
no! Cue the music then. Is it?
I mean, I
Is this?
live in Brooklyn, and then you go to the
Is
city,
this
2 free drinks,
no more?
and I was in the city
They
like
didn't take. Yeah,
5 times a
exactly.
day, 5 times a week. Sorry.
You're not interested in watches at all, are you? Really?
No, it's just hey, it's just have a great day. You come to city, it's good weather, good vibes, good music. Get 2 drinks,
Hmm.
walk around, go have nice lunch,
Hmm.
check out some watches, do some research.
I think it might have been the last time you were there and you had a couple of drinks. You took your shirt off, and they were like, "No, no more."
Man,
And sir, can you please come off the counter? It's not a dance floor.
look, they tricked me. All right, they tricked me into buying a Panerai for $6 grand. All right, so I think I do deserve unlimited booze. It's like you pay up front. No, they actually they shut it down for everyone, unfortunately. But yeah, anyways, the
Anybody
studio
else?
Underdog.
Anyone else? So I'll tell you what. Let's put a
Yeah,
challenge out there to the members in the stream, particularly if you are in New York. Why don't you guys post your pictures of you drinking your booze of choice at a booker near you, and see whether or not it's
I think
just been
it's only me.
well.
Okay,
That's what.
okay. Tag me
Let's
in
find out. Let's
in
find
the
out.
Instagram post. Put hashtag Tim Wright,
Yeah,
and I'll see the entries.
it's so far. It seems to
I
be
think they
room.
only shut down the book room that I happen to go to
What
because
I'm saying, Tim,
I
is
cost them too much money in free booze.
I think it is roommate 2, Timmy nil.
Unbelievable.
She's
Roommate
cut you.
doesn't even
She's
drink.
yeah no, and she's making you not drink either. She blocked your second Guinness the other night, and
Oh
she
yeah.
phoned up the booker and said like, no more drink for Tim.
Why? Why?
Well,
Bullshit. It's honestly, it's ridiculous. Uh, Pedro versus someone. Wait. Someone know if Studio Underdog sent to Spain without paying taxes. Oh, to Spain.
okay, I
I
don't
think
know.
there's
I
gonna be a
I don't know. I think that, but certainly I would contact them
actually.
and just find out.
Spain is part of the EU,
Yeah,
and they're sending their watches from Swiss, right? They're
are they?
made in Switzerland.
Well, aren't they being sold out of UK? even though they're made
Oh,
in Switzerland.
oh, they are. Is it a UK brand?
Studio Underdog.
Assembled in Great Britain. You're right.
Oh, there you go.
Oh
So,
no. So if they're selling from Britain, there's going to be a tariff, right?
well, strictly speaking, they should be selling it minus the value-added tax that UK pay, and then it goes through the import process, and they'll end up paying VAT, their their rate of value-added tax when it goes through their local system, because most countries in Europe, including the UK,
Mhm.
is a rate between 20 and 25%, depending on country and type of products.
It's just a lot of bureaucratic nonsense. Um,
Yeah,
by the way, on the poll of
Hmm.
which studio underdog watch do people prefer, the watermelon got 46%, Desert
Oh,
Sky 24, Goofy Panda 19. So those two are like super close. And
yeah.
then Mint Chocolate Chip 11%.
Whoa!
Yeah.
No one likes the mint chocolate chip.
Not a lot of fans of the mint chocolate chip. That would be my second choice, though. The mint chocolate chip, green dial, and I love the chocolate chip and mint chocolate. Oh, it's really refreshing. I wouldn't eat it every day, but once in a while, mint chocolate, pretty good.
So I think the answer to the public have spoken.
Hmm.
If I'm going to get one, it'll be the
You got to
watermelon.
get 4.
I'm not getting 4.
Come
This
on.
this is look. Do you see how you're enabling this bad
So which
behavior?
one? Okay, so you're gonna do it, and you're gonna go for watermelon.
I think so. Yeah. Why not?
Watermelon, definitely. Yeah,
It's a whimsical watch. It
it
should.
is a whimsical watch.
Yeah. Well, you might as well then lean into it and get a whimsical color. You know.
Such a
I don't know.
whimsical watch. You're right.
But I will report back if and when I do pull the trigger. How about that? That's my promise. That's my Kojak promise to you.
Wow, wow. Thank you.
Again, I wasn't talking to you, Daniel.
Mhm. Well, I think anyone that's going to order, if they put their order in during the window, they're gonna get the watch. So it's very easy if you want one to actually be able to get it. Um, so I think maybe also like the green one would be the one to go for because there's probably not a lot of people gonna order that one,
You
and
you've
it
got a
could be
you've got a
very
dile-
collectible in the
you've
future.
got a you've got a dilemma there, Tim, because I think I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think that all those YouTube influencers, like the time teller,
The
you know,
time teller.
your best friend, who will probably say the watermelon is the one to go for. And you don't want to be seen to be agreeing with him, do you?
No, I think
The algorithm would
yeah.
say watermelon.
I
Won't
no,
it?
well, I would the algorithm would say the watermelon is going to be the most popular one. If there's going to be based on the poll that we just ran, it looks like 50% of all the orders will be for the watermelon. So while it will be the most in demand one, it also going to be the most printed one. They'll make the most of the watermelon.
Mm.
Whereas you saw the mint chocolate chip, nobody wants it. So they'll make only a handful of them. So
Mhm.
maybe going for the green
What's the
one.
middle one called again? The blue with
The
the
oh the
Desert
oh
Sky.
the desert sky.
it's got a little hint of salmon in there, does it? Or what?
Just a little bit.
Oh,
There is a salmon though. There is another version in that called smoked salmon.
mm.
Yeah.
Bring it up to me.
Okay, 1 second. Also
Because
Sergio.
Sergio 9999,
Uh-huh.
member for 23 months, has chosen that one.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Boom. Salmon.
Yeah.
You see that? Or sushi or whatever you want to call it. Salmon sushi. Of all the Underdog watches, I would choose the salmon. There-
I kind of like that too, eh?
Mm.
Oh, whoa, look at that.
I like the frosted look on the dial too.
Yeah, it's a fume. It's a fume like
What did you say? You're fumed over
fume.
me? You're fumed over me?
Fume.
Oh, it's fume. Oh, excuse me. I
Yeah.
thought you were fumed
Oh,
over
it's a
me.
manual wind. Look at that.
No, that's a rotor. Hold on. Go back.
No, there's no rotor. It's a manual wind
Is
chronograph.
there? Go back. Let
Yeah.
me take a look.
Okay, wait. I'm not in
Oh.
control. It just swipes.
Oh,
This
what's
is more
it,
expensive, though, isn't it? I think this is more expensive. It's got
It's a
Salita.
mono pusher chronograph.
Yeah, it's a
Cam
Salita. Salita movement.
Yeah, Salita cam chronograph. This is something different, right? Yeah, it's different.
It's nice.
Yeah, but it's manual wind. What do you think? The other
But
one had a micro rotor.
Is it
Chronograph.
whimsical? Is it whimsical though?
It is whimsical. I think this is kind of whimsical, but I don't know about the manual wind. I'm
Okay.
lazy.
Dr. Bob's Nightmare is saying that it's almost £3,000. It's limited edition.
Oh wow, it's limited. How
It's not,
many?
it's not whimsical.
20,000.
It's not Amiga, okay?
But it's nice. It's nice. It's nice.
Uh,
I don't know. SW. So it's a Salita 510.
SW 510.
Yeah.
I mean, salmon is an expensive fish, isn't it, really? Good salmon.
Yeah.
Compared to
Yeah.
watermelon, which grows not on trees, but on the ground. It's 10 a penny.
Yeah, but Tim, that's a rotor. Look at that SW510. I think that's a
That's
rotor.
not a rotor.
No, there's no rotor there, Daniel. That's a backplate.
Oh, backplate. Okay.
Yeah, the rotor was taken out
Okay.
by the looks of it. That's why there's
Oh,
nothing
okay.
here. Normally there should be a
Yeah, it's a Salita monopusher SW510 M movement. Hand winding caliber
yeah.
feature 63 hours of power reserve.
Oh, it's a Salita's own
Yeah.
movement. It's like a new movement that Salita came out.
I don't know if it's new, but it's a modified version of a Salita movement.
I'm guessing it's like a new manufactured movement from Salita that they were able to secure, like, I don't know, 500 or 1,000
it's-
of.
It's largely academic anyway, because Magic City's saying that it's all sold out.
So quickly. That's what I'm saying, man. This is a brilliant
whimsical.
business.
Not whimsical. This is a
And
considered purchase. If it's like, if this was 3,000.
2,000. This one, yeah, this is the more expensive one. Yo, like the regular Underdogs, they're $500 watches.
Yeah.
This is $2,000. That's a lot of
Sushi-
money. That's not a cheap watch by any means.
Yeah, sushi is more expensive than watermelon. What can I tell you?
Yeah.
But which movement were the ones
Wow.
that are for 500? Which would this is for?
This is a
But-
$2,000 watch, Daniel.
But
This
the
is not a
movement
joke.
is their version of a Valjoux, I guess. That movement, Salita, or whatever that movement was, right?
No, it was a seagull movement.
Oh, seagull movement.
How small is this watch?
I thought
Dan-
it
I don't
said
know.
S-
Daniel,
said
how
SW.
are you getting confused with two watches? There's one with a Salita movement, hand wound.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying
expensive.
attention.
That's
Okay.
okay. Well, there you go. I mean, I can't help you. The other one, the standard
helped.
one, is the automatic seagull. Is it
All
automatic?
right, okay.
That's the seagull movement, anyway. Even that's hand wound, isn't it? The seagull.
Seagull.
Yeah.
So Seagull makes movement for them, right? It made the other chronograph.
Yeah, they're all manual wind. They're all hand wound movements.
No, I thought it was a micro rotor. No?
No, because you can look at the picture on the article I sent you, and you can at the back. It's got an open case back. And if that's if that's an automatic movement, then if you think that's an automatic movement,
Oh.
you've got bigger problems, big boy.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, no, that's a manual one. That looks like a Lamagna.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Looks pretty good.
It's 13.6 millimeters thick. So it's a little bit on the thicker side, but it's not insanely thick.
I've worn you and I have both worn thickness like that, right? I've worn thick pieces.
Yeah.
I get along with them. Fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a cheapy watch. 13.6 for 2,000. A lot of money. How are they able to get away with this?
How are we
If
doing
it
on the
was
upload?
anyone else, that they would say, "Get out of here." That's too much
No.
money.
I don't know.
But it kind of feels reasonable.
Everything's gone up in price. I think it looks pretty good.
Pedro Vaz asks, I'd like to ask for an opinion on what you think about the Nomos Glasuta. Do you think I should go for the Nomos Glasuta or a Studio Underdog? Ooh, goofy versus classy. I think if you're working any kind of respectable job and you're taking it seriously, you wear the Nomos. If you hate your job that you're working at, then get the Studio Underdog because it really says, "Fuck this place. I really hate this, but I need the money."
What if you're a hipster independent producer or in marketing?
But do you like your job? If you like it, then Lasuta
Too
all
many
the way.
rules, Tim. Too many rules. Too many rules.
No, because
man.
I
I think either one works.
it's Studio Underdog is such a rebellious brand. It really says, "Fuck
Okay.
you. I don't care about this thing." What I'm
I
doing.
was at Pitti Uomo, as you know, in Firenze, in Florence, and these people wearing bespoke, custom fabric suits.
Yeah.
Some of them
One
maybe
of a
not as good as
kind.
but some of them
Custom fit.
Yeah, but
fabric
sometimes
suits as opposed to
What?
you said fabric
One of a
suit.
kind fabric.
one of a
Limited
kind
edition fabric.
or what a limited edition, whatever.
Uh-huh.
What was your question, Kojak?
Well, you were saying fabric suits. I mean, as opposed to suits made out of.
Okay, bad English on my part. Don't.
No, but there's different type of fabric.
Just custom made suits.
Got it.
So so that was my bad English. Excuse me. So, anyways, and they were wearing Wellington watches or something worse on their wrists.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah, real garbage.
Yeah, they didn't have a clue or cared.
They had the most bespoke materials out of which their suit was made.
That's right.
But they were wearing a fucking Michael Kors garbage watch.
Whatever. Yeah.
Just fucking
Something along that line.
just trash.
Yeah.
A nothing brand. It's very disappointing to see that. And that's why I think we're trying to educate people on how to get a better watch that better describes them. Nobody wants to be thought of as a gas station watch or a mall watch.
Yeah. I don't want to get one right now, but I think the watermelon or that other one would suit me just fine with what I wear. Those watches would work. But yeah, I think the rules that you said, Tim, to answer the other guy about the Nomos versus the watermelon.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't matter. He should go with his heart and let it be. Just let it be.
Nomos, that's what I was saying. It depends what does his heart say. If he likes the job, Nomos.
He likes the job.
Yeah, if he hopes that this business that he's working at does not fail, because there's a lot of people who they work at an office, but they
you're
can't wait
unemployed
for the whole thing to just collapse on itself.
What if you're unemployed or on a pension?
Oh, Well, then you're just you just want to see how it's all going to work out. Is is everything just gonna burn, or is it going to be like the Rome, right?
What if
The
you're a kept?
the
What if you're a
fall of
kept?
Rome.
What if you're a kept man by some fancy woman? You know, like how Daniel is.
Yeah.
Kept man.
What would his sugar mummy? Is that a thing? His sugar mummy would buy for this young buck called Daniel Katz. What would they buy? I think a bit of watermelon. I think Daniel Katz. I think I can see a bit of watermelon.
Yeah.
I think
Maybe. The watermelon, that's an easy choice, right? Daniel Katz could definitely use a watermelon. Especially, it would match one of his hats.
Yeah.
It'd be a
Yeah,
great
exactly.
watch to have in the arsenal of his lady slaying outfits.
Lady slaying outfits. Like I just have a few outfits, but this is the new hat, of course.
Let's see did you see the new hat? Look at this. You know what? Desert Sky would actually fit that hat better.
Yeah.
That's a Desert Sky hat right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but look at his glasses. Okay, his
Yeah.
glasses have
Watermelon.
got that red frame. Or he likes to stand out. He likes to have a little bit of something about him. And I think the Studio Underdog, I think, is an obvious choice for him.
Oh no. Now,
Definitely an
now
underdog watch.
It's
yeah.
definitely an. Everyone loves an underdog, Dan.
Yeah.
Everyone loves an underdog.
Who doesn't love the underdog?
I'll be right back. I got something.
It's American. It's as American as apple pie. Studio Underdog. I don't know. Long term though, this brand is not a great name. Studio Underdog. Because you always want to be able to pivot your brand into something serious. You don't want to be underdog forever, right? Eventually, you want to go and say we're the number one.
Top
So
Dog.
how do they pivot the brand into?
I just renamed it Studio Top Dog.
Do they just say
The nuts.
underdogs,
Speak.
or do they just become Studio Dogs?
No,
No
Top
longer
Dog.
under.
Studio Top Dog would be the top, like Top Cat, Top Dog.
Okay, here's another one.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. That's a different dial. This one
that's
better
a serious-
matches.
That's a serious look.
That's the Goofy Panda, the Goofy Daniel.
This is
look.
blue.
That's a blue
Oh,
on
it's
blue
blue.
on blue.
Oh.
Blue
Yes.
strap, blue dial, blue bezel. And blue hands.
Yes, I got the blue hand.
Yeah, the hat ring.
Damn.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Watch.
That's
Congrats again.
Good
Nice,
God, I
Daniel.
wasn't planning to get one of these. This is a bummer.
I think we all have to get one.
Community watch.
The community of the underdogs. Holy fuck! Am I talking myself into getting a Studio
Not yet,
Underdog?
not
I don't
yet.
need another watch. Daniel,
No,
what do I do?
No. Slow down. I'm not running into this.
Are we going to commission a special color for the Who Let the Dogs Out version of this watch?
Who let the cats out? The cat's edition.
Yeah.
Who let the cats out? Yeah.
I gotta be honest. I think I really
Don't-
want
don't
that
start-
watermelon. I just hope I don't find out when they're becoming available. When do I have to be on the lookout to press that button to pull
Yeah.
the trigger?
The 19th.
The 19th in 5
Mhm.
days.
I think it's the 19th, isn't it? Says it on the article. 19th of November.
Wow, 19th of November. I hope I don't accidentally browse the internet at the exact same time as these go on sale,
Can you see the back of
and the
this?
FOMO doesn't take over me,
Yeah.
and I don't accidentally
Well, that's a FOMO.
buy myself one of those
Yeah.
watermelons.
You're not buying this watch, Tim.
I shouldn't be buying it, but I might not be able to help myself.
Go
It's
visit
too
Furlong.
You
good.
committed to buying.
It's just too good. I mean,
Right.
look at it.
Go back to the Furlong Mari.
Isn't it amazing?
Go
Furlan
back
Mari.
to-
Go back to
Go
Furlan
back to
Mari.
that for a little bit. Furlong Mari.
Okay. All right. Here's the Furlan.
Yeah,
I've
All
got
right.
I'll be back in a minute, guys. I just need to let the
I
dog
just
out.
tend to like this
Okay.
stuff.
Who?
I genuinely need to
Who?
let my dog out because he's
Oh,
desperate.
oh yeah, the dog
Be
out.
back.
Just
Oh,
make sure
wow.
it doesn't chase the cat.
Furlan Mari.
Okay. All right. So I kind of like these guys.
Furlan Mari. You know
Yeah.
who wore Furlan Mari in Dubai?
No,
Roger Smith.
how do you like that?
Yeah, how you like them apples, huh?
Yeah.
Roger Smith.
I
That's
don't
like
think-
Roger Smith giving
which one?
stamp of approval.
Yeah. Which one was he wearing? Was he wearing the
The
three?
one like something that looked like this. Yeah, I was shocked. I thought he'd be wearing one of his watches, but he can't afford them. He's selling them too cheap.
He's got to
They
sell.
resell for millions, but
Every
he
once
already
in a
sold
while-
them for a couple of thousand each.
First of all, he's got a family, his wife,
Yeah.
family, probably a couple of kids. I get
Yes.
or a kid. You got to pay the bill in the house, the rent, and so he can't
He
afford.
barely breaks even.
He can't afford to keep any of the watches he makes. So it makes sense. He does have an Explorer, which he may still own, but that's it. He used to own a Speedmaster, and then maybe he picked up one of these too. So it makes sense. He sells every piece to a client that he makes. He's not going to keep one for himself.
He's a very sensible guy. He's got everything figured out.
And
He's not rushing.
I don't think. I wonder if
He set his own pace, Daniel.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
And because he done that, I think that's why, like, he's so successful, because he won't make more watches than has to be done. He'll make as many as he can, and people will have to deal with that.
Oh, you know what? Let's put it this way. He probably could, but it's leaving him really, really tight on his budget with stuff and living life. And if I was him, I wouldn't own my own pieces either. You own the pride of owning the business, of making those things. You own the brand. And I think that should satisfy him enough. He can make a piece for himself at some point in the future. But right now, I would think that he's got to constantly make for other people.
It's hard.
Unless he's got a sponsor, like a Hollywood star has a sponsor and you're making tons of money just on a sponsorship, then maybe he can own his own piece. But you want to make the most of all the stuff you're making. So
yeah, making watches is not easy. Look at the hub ring, right? And that's why hub ring is so amazing, because it's kind of like Roger Smith, a little bit, but not on the same level, but a bit like the same type of care. There's probably just as much, if not more, love. Let
me put it this way:
hub ring.
If they went to watchmaking school just like Roger Smith and and Kerry Voutilainen and all those guys, the hub rings, the husband and wife team, the last 12, 20 years, have put out a product that was to reach a certain market segment. They could make a fancy piece where they're spending months and days and hours and years on, that could be up to the level of the names that we mentioned, Roger Smith, but they choose not to. They found their market is to reach out to the everyday person that can. Then still that's a small percent, but $5,000 US.
They carved out a small niche for themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're doing really well with that segment that they're working with. They're the only one. They're only competing against themselves.
Yeah, if Roger Smith invited them to a workshop, the hub rings, to make a fancy smancy
collab.
piece, to make a fancy piece that's like $100,000, $200,000 piece, they would fit the bill. They would keep up with Roger Smith and the other makers. The people that do was it Max Booster and Friends or MB&F or
Yeah.
Francois, what's in them? Dufour, who's the guy from France? The French guy. Yeah, him.
Francois Paul Jorn.
Yeah, Paul Jorn.
Yeah.
Although they're easier to deal with than Francois, I think. The Gronfeld brothers, they could keep up with them, but they choose that niche.
Right. It's a different price point niche.
Right. And they know what to shine and shellac on purpose. I talked to the guy in California on purpose. If it even means a few hours of labor, they're going to skip it if it's not necessary. They on purpose did not put a label on the crown.
Yeah.
They anything where it's not
wherever they can save money, they save money.
That's right.
Smart
as long
business.
As you got the quality of the movement was the most important for them, and a good case.
Yeah.
That was their most important thing. And while leaving a little bit of a markup so they can make a living out of it.
Exactly. And on the polar opposite side of that is this Daniel Roth Torbia, right?
Yeah.
Where there's no expense that has been spared. They went and they put out an all-out greatest watch that they could relaunch a brand with. This is like
a flamboyancy and beauty and I get it. It's for the sake of just showing something that's so beautiful. And to show the abilities of horology, of watchmaking, that is just for satisfying to the eye, I guess. Is to almost on purpose bring an awe to the viewer, like bring out the awe to the viewer. That
this is Louis Vuitton saying, "We got so much money, we could."
Who gave you the tea, Tim? Is she back? Who gave you the tea?
Oh yeah, the roommate gave me tea.
Oh, she's back.
How awesome is that? Yeah, the roommate is back, baby.
She's back.
As am I.
Hey, Kojak, come back.
Yeah.
Yo, Kojak.
That's kind of flattering. I should get someone to get me tea at night. That's kind of nice.
It is really, really nice. It's really good.
What kind of tea did she put together for you?
It's London tea. One of the viewers sent me tea last year.
There is no such thing as London tea.
It's Yorkshire, I think.
Right.
Yorkshire Gold.
Maybe
I think this was Tea and Ticker's recommendation.
Maybe it's red rose tea that's made in Canada.
Maybe it's rhubarb tea made in South Africa.
It's with milk and no sugar. Just a little bit of milk.
What's the matter with you people? Why do you keep putting milk in tea?
It's you did that. We're just doing what you guys do. We're following your order.
No. When I did the first visit to Israel years and years and years ago, they had the habit of putting so much sugar in the tea. I was a guest, whoever they were. They gave me with milk, and I didn't really want milk in the tea, but that's what they, their hosts.
And a lot of sugar.
Yeah. They just want to offer sweetness and hospitality, but that was enough to kill anyone. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It was done with love anyway, so.
Well, you foiled another assassination attempt in your life, Daniel. There you go.
What's that cup, Tim? Is that something to do with?
No, that's the Korea one.
Oh, the Korea one.
Starbucks.
Okay.
Korea. Seoul.
Yeah.
Seoul. It's first time when we travel, we thought, we'll go every place we'll travel, we'll get the Starbucks cup.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a kind of a gift to bring home. And then we realized how stupid that is and stopped doing
Mm.
that. Because yeah, Starbucks, why would you want Starbucks cups? It's the most generic way uh possible. But anyways, hey, Kojak.
Mm.
Oh, look at this. We're going through the winners of the GPHG
Oh,
awards.
goody.
Have you been following this stuff? There's some amazing results here.
No, I have a life.
Okay, sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear
Uh,
that he has a life. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
This watch hobby is too crazy. But
Well,
among
I say
all
I,
the
I say
different
I have
winners,
I say I have a life. That does that's not saying a lot. But
uh,
we can talk about that another time. But
Oh, I
let's
see.
back to
This
the
is
watches.
uh
when you sell two of your three Monacos, then you
Hmm.
can say you have a life as well.
Do we need to put a counter on how long I
Yeah.
have to sell those two?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. At the bottom, next to your name, just keep track of how many Monacos you got. And if you buy one more, you're done.
okay. I'm gonna listen, but I'm gonna start cleaning up, Tim.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Daniel, take care.
No, I'm
Thank you
still
for
here.
joining us. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's go through and give me your take on some of these winners of these awards. This Tourbillon prize went to the Daniel Roth. I was actually rooting for a different company
Could we have a look at the runners and riders, the nominees?
for the Tourbillon category.
Yeah, I mean, like you're just showing. This is all sort of
Mhm.
like
Just
fait
the winners.
accompli.
This
We
is
can't
just the
really
winner, yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. What's the point?
But
Yeah.
well, where do I even find?
You may not be there.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Well,
exactly.
if only you were
It's
a watch
only
journalist, Tim. I mean,
yeah.
you might.
I mean, Tourbillon. What other Tourbillons were in there? Let me see it. GPHG. Try to open a different window here.
Just say Tourbillon nominees. GPA.
Tourbillon nominees.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh oh, here we go. Entries.
How about
Uh,
the Daniel Katz watch there?
all the timepieces commemorized after. Oh my god. I don't know where this is. Look, Kojak, you'll have to send me the link. I can't find it.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll send you the link, or as we speak now.
okay, they just didn't show it, I guess.
Prize list, images, press,
It's
2024
it's a
edition,
private chat.
nominated watches. Oh, there's a jury as well. Oh, here we go. Tourbillon. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, so here we go. So this is the Tourbillon entries. Gopard. That's a gorgeous tourbillon with a hunter's case back. H Moser. Oh, Remy Cools,
Oh man,
Budalainen, and Sartori Billard.
oh man, I really hold on. Who's Rumi?
Yeah,
Is that an independent? Rumi Coes? I like it.
yeah,
Remy.
Remy Cools. Yeah,
Oh, F2,
So,
I like that one. Oh, I like that one.
so they chose the ugliest watch on the list of nominees for the Tourbillon Prize.
I think they chose it because that's the Louis Vuitton, and they were scared not to get assassinated.
Oh,
Because if they go against Louis Vuitton, the Big Brother is gonna come down on them.
now you're scaring me like
Yeah,
the like what's gonna happen in January. You know, you're scaring me now.
yeah. If you're against Louis Vuitton, it's over for you.
Right, right. Thank you. That's all I need to know. Who's Remy Cools though? I
Remy
forgot. I
Cools,
think it's an independent guy,
he's like
right?
a French independent.
Did you meet him? You may have met him, Tim.
I did.
Okay.
Well, that was
Wow.
Fred Savage, wasn't it?
No. This is
Ha-
another time he met a watchmaker in Europe or two at a
Okay.
bar after a show or something.
No,
Okay.
I met Remy Cools in Dubai at
Oh, okay.
Dubai Watch. That was they had the I think actually they had these watches.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the GPHG. They might have had all these watches. I don't remember exactly, but it actually it might have been the nominees, and he was there one of his watches. This one. This is actually his first watch that was nominated, and apparently, I think this is limited to 36 pieces. This Tourbillon Atelier,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he has another watch that's coming up soon. People who ordered got a chance to take a look at it already.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
look at this. Let me look at this.
Yeah. Actually, like, this should have been technically the winner of the Tourbillon uh, collection, because I mean, how can you compete against this?
Oh,
Jeez.
it's only 159 or 160,000 euro.
Only.
It was there was a thing done on this by Monochrome. You know
Uh-huh.
what Monochrome watches?
Yeah.
They did a piece on it.
Yeah, I think he was also one of the runner-ups
Oh, it was
in
really nice
the
piece.
Louis Vuitton competition. You know, the Louis Vuitton prize for independent watchmakers.
Yeah.
He was in that as well, and now that one, Raoul Pages won the first place, but he was like also.
He's 26. He's a young guy, and went from a different school than the
Oh
WO
yeah,
stuff.
the traditional.
And he just set up his workshop a little while ago on Lake Annecy in France, which is just 50 kilometers from Geneva.
Yeah.
Um, and he just came out with this Tourbillon subscription, it's called. A limited edition.
Subscription.
It's called subscription, I think. That's what it's called. Tourbillon no, my pronunciation, damn it. Tourbillon subscription with SOUS
Oh,
CRIPTION.
but yeah, this is a pretty cool watch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Among there's other stuff that's cool, like this wood lining,
Yeah, yeah.
very subtle tourbillon on the back. But anyways, look, that's the
Did you
tourbillon.
notice that
What do you
as soon
think?
as
You
I saw
disagree,
that, as soon as
Kojak?
I
You gotta.
do you notice that as soon as I saw that, I
Uh-huh.
said yes. You know what I mean?
Remy Cools.
It's got all the qualities of the other pieces, yet it's very minimalistic compared to the other pieces. It's
Yeah,
just clear as day.
and I love the symmetry, the mirror image,
Yeah.
right? The way the dial is. There's this visual reverse symmetry between the dial and the tourbillon. It's
Oh,
really
okay. All right.
right.
And I also it's just so different. It's the frosted look on the color
Yeah.
that was picked for the dial.
It's actually also really wearable, Daniel. It's a 39 mil by 12.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just perfect size. It's not
Yeah.
too thick on your wrist. Oh, there's a video. Shit, look at this. Remy Cools.
It's in platinum,
Wow.
Tim.
Platinum case. Holy
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, isn't that nice?
amazing.
Yeah, thanks for showing that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's too nice. It's too nice, Daniel.
It's only 160,000 euro.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the
What the
most
fuck?
expensive, but it's no way I'm going to buy it. But I do appreciate it.
Yeah, how is he able to do this? What the hell?
Maybe I'll just borrow.
I'm shocked.
If Kojak gets a piece, then I'll try to wear it for a few minutes.
This kid is a genius, Kojak. Do you understand? To make
Yeah.
a brand like this, what kind of psycho you gotta be, huh? And look at this. This watch is actually
How did this not win?
very
You know,
good
I mean,
quality.
like, there's
Well,
so many.
Looks nicer.
because he's French. That's why. If you're not Swiss, they don't give you these awards. It's the
Oh, yeah.
French, obviously. Why? Why? Don't you know? You only give the first prize to the English lads, the Swiss, and what's the Ming? Where's Ming from? Hong Kong? And that's it.
I forgot.
You gotta
Taiwan? I can't remember. No. It's another country. It's another country. Hold on.
it's discrimination. That's how, Kojak.
So anything other than French, that's what you're saying.
Exactly.
It's anti-French sentiment.
Because
in a
the freaking Napoleon embarrassed everyone. Like how he almost took over the entire Europe so
Kuala
easily.
Lumpur.
That was just too embarrassing.
So Ming
They won't
is
accept you guys because of Napoleon. That's why the French will not be accepted.
Ming is designed in Kuala Lumpur.
Guadalupe? What? Get out of here.
What Kuala Lumpur?
What's a Kuala Lumpur?
It's Malaysia. In Malaysia.
No, that's in Malaysia. Right. That makes sense.
Regardless, that's amazing. Amazing.
All the parts are hand finished on this thing.
On the
Okay?
Remy Cools? Yeah.
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 It's a frost blasted or whatever it is. It's micro blasted decoration, distinctive step bridges on the in the back.
Micro beads. It's micro blasted.
Yeah. What are you pointing at? What are you getting
Micro
at?
blasted.
Just the way he's
Get the
saying
micro blasted bridges.
like
Micro blasted 3/4 plates with anglage on the edges.
Why do I think you're actually getting confused with micro dosing? I don't know why.
Oh man.
Maybe you are. What edibles have you had?
Whatever the finish they put on this thing, it looks freaking great, but it's expensive.
Yeah,
The only problem with this piece, very expensive.
I think it's finished better than the way Tim is maybe finished.
Do you think this could be bigger than Recepi?
No, I don't want to look at it that way.
I want to look at it that way.
Recepi's been around for a while, and he's doing well. He's got good intentions. I just hope he's not too controlled by LVMH. That's a concern. But this guy is just another talent that's out there, and the world should welcome both of them, plus other talents. I don't think it's about competing when you're talking about art. They don't have to compete against each other.
Not a competition.
Well, this thing is just hype to have a competition with GPHG, but at the end of the day,
right, GPHG is not a competition.
Do you know what it should be? It should be okay, right?
There's no winners. There's only losers.
No. Too bad. You need to put in two opposite watches, and like a gladiatorial battle, and just the one person just slays the other one. Make it a little bit more interesting. There's too many brands out there, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay.
The losers get eliminated. They get
exactly. They get eliminated, and their watches. Therefore,
let's make this interesting. All the watches get destroyed.
Yeah.
No.
The
watch are we getting too influenced by the fight on? Are we getting too influenced by the fight on Saturday with Mike Tyson?
It's like the Running Man.
Yeah.
Who do you love? And who loves you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we have to do something. There's too many brands. It's too many brands to keep up with. Underdog this, Fourlane Marie that. Then there's the Toledo and Chen. There's Fred Savage somehow is involved. What the fuck?
Yeah, put him in the octagon with a Rolex and see who wins.
Okay, I read in Monochrome Watches the comments by the everyday people, just the fans at the end of the article, and I hear example, this guy, let's just call him Mr. T. I was intrigued, but then I saw incredibly out of proportion price that makes no sense. Seriously? Then another one said, It's a neat watch, but the price is absolutely obscene. Another guy, it is an attractive watch, but that price tag is a bit much. And it goes on and on that way. But you know what? This guy, if he just comes out with a good, really good piece, I kind of say, well, yeah, handmade, it's going to be up there. But maybe, I don't know any better. Maybe
finished.
What? It's hand finished. It's not about his name and his reputation, but then again, he's charging as much. How much is a Reshepi piece, Tim?
Reshepi is $78,000 US.
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, not all Reshepi's pieces has a tourbillon in it. What this guy did is he put Remy Cools put a.
It's a tourbillon. Yeah,
so
tourbillon is different.
It shoots up the price way up right there.
Yeah, tourbillon alone is $100 grand.
Yeah.
But
what does
Reshepi is just a three-hander.
What does Kojak think?
Well, these people, these opinions. That's like asking, what do you think of this 3-star Michelin chef? And you're asking somebody that's quite happy to buy a Happy Meal. Okay.
Oh, right.
Obviously, that their frame of reference. Their frame of reference is going to be different. I mean, they're equally valid. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But the good thing about a Happy Meal, you always get a surprise.
Yeah.
Whereas with the expensive Michelin star, the surprise is the bill, how big it is.
Oof.
So it's expensive. Exactly.
Why you got to pay so much money for something like that?
Yeah, it's just fish and chips at the end of the day.
Yeah, there's some good fish and chips. Actually, it's worth to pay a little bit extra for the fish and chips.
I used to follow.
We tried 3 different levels of quality.
Yeah.
I still maintain the first one and the third one were the best.
Like, a lot of these are good, but they're just too busy in a way,
Yeah.
They're very.
No,
busy.
I like the one that you're saying. Look, a lot of them. The one that they chose, the one that won.
Yeah,
I think in my mind looks the most ugly, the fuggliest of all of those ones. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, which one was that? Was that the Roth? I forgot. Was that the Roth one? I think it was
so.
Daniel Roth. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Daniel Roth was the one that won.
Yeah.
I know it's got a little bit more. It's got this sort of retrograde.
Daniel Roth. Hold on a second. What?
Yeah, that's the one that won it.
Yeah. Daniel Roth won it because it's Louis Vuitton. They're the conglomerate.
Yeah, well, that can suck one. All right, let's look at the next watch. The next category.
The Remy Cools. That should have been the winner.
Let's get move on. Come on, my blood is
here we go.
stalling in my veins. I need a little more adrenaline.
Calendar and astronomy prize went to Laurent Ferrier. Laurent Ferrier. What? How is that possible?
Let's look at the runners and
let's look at the runner-ups.
Yeah.
Look at the runner-ups.
The runner-ups. Okay. What are the runner-ups?
And why are you wearing sunglasses, by the way?
There's Frederic Constant. Wow, surprise.
Oh, surprise.
H. Moser with a weird fucking dial. Ugly weird. Not like ugly cute. Ugly.
Yeah.
Ugly. Anton Suhanov.
So far, I like that.
A new brand.
I really like it.
That Moser looks like you're looking up a girl's skirt.
Yeah.
Like she's wearing a garter belt on each leg.
Yeah. Damn.
Mind you, I can see naked women in anything.
Issues. Yeah. Very problematic. This H. Moser might get canceled.
Yeah.
And then we got IWC Schaffenhauer. Hey, this is the winner of the whole thing. Apparently, it didn't win the complication in astronomy.
So how can it win the whole thing and not win its own category?
Weird. Yeah. Weird how that works. Right?
Yeah.
They give it to Laurent Ferrier. I think that Frederic Constant could have took it, but then again, Frederic Constant.
Again, I like more of the minimalist look. So Anton Suhanov.
Yeah. Oh, God damn it, Daniel. Why do I like
Anton
Suhanov?
Like? That's a weird looking watch. You like this, Daniel? What the hell?
Yeah, I do. I think they could have won it. Maybe changed that the main part of the dial from the gray to something else, but I like it. Yeah.
Wow, you
Salmon.
definitely, yeah, you
Bunch of
do like
salmon.
weird stuff.
Yeah.
That's definitely, yeah, you like your hub ring, and that's definitely Anton Sukhano is definitely something I could see you get
yeah.
next.
Next.
All right, then. Okay, well, look, what do you guys? You agree with this, Laurent Fourier? I guess it's if you want to give the whole thing, and you can give only one award per watch, then okay, you save
It's the
the
fuggliest one in that category. Again,
this Laurent
congratulations.
Fourier.
Yeah, it's the
It
fuggliest one.
looks like the Vacheron. They totally ripped off the Vacheron.
Yeah. It just looks
Corn de
boring,
Vache. You know the
looking
corn de
boring as
Vache?
hell. The other ones are trying to do something a little bit different.
You know those business club dinner places where you have to be a major member of it's a
The
mahogany
Mahogany
place,
Club.
and
The
only certain that
Mahogany
are
Room.
allowed in, and they're wearing the best suits and very, very starchy conservative. We
Yeah.
have a couple of those in Toronto. I'm sure they have them in England too. I could see a few wearing this kind of watch at the club,
Oh no, it's a triple
so to
J.
speak, at the club.
At the club,
Yeah, at the club.
And not like the cool club.
Oh, then
Here we
if you,
go.
I'm not talking about those places where,
It kind of looks like this. You see this? Right? Doesn't
uh,
it? Vacheron already done it. That's
I'm
the
not.
problem I have with it.
Yeah,
It looks like Historiques. And this is a really nice watch. These are cheap, cheap, cheap. 20,000. This is just I just was trying to find an image, but you can get these so low, so
yeah,
cheap.
yeah.
Great watch.
agreed.
So yeah, and that's why to me, like, it doesn't really.
Now
Okay,
we
it
all
does have the
seen
moon phase,
we've
but
seen what Sean wears. The Bovet is much prettier than this one.
yeah.
What Sean has, the Bovet.
Mhm.
This,
Oh, look at this! What this is the Bovet that won.
Oh
but
God.
What
it's
this other
trying to,
category? Look at this
but it's trying to show an international. It's a
mechanical
world time. I get it.
exception. Mechanical exception. Get this, Daniel.
Yeah, it's
What?
it's impressive, but I found it. I now that I see it close, I kind of like it. It's kind of showing otherworldly, but it's still too much for me. But it's really interesting, kind of something out of the future, in Star Trek kind of thing, mixed
Yeah,
with,
it's Star Trek.
hold on,
The
mixed with
watch.
something out of a Flash Gordon movie from the 20s. Like it's mixing kind of Art Deco or Flash. I can't explain it, or steampunk something. There's something old and new mixed in here, which is very impressive about this.
It reminds me of a old-fashioned railway station board. You know, or the old departure lounges where you see the name of the airplane, the airport, the destination area, sort of roll around. There's sort of these counters. The movement itself is innovative. It is because it's a world timer that is accurate at any time during the year, because there are 3 times during the year when relationships between each of the countries changes, and that's because certain countries change from summertime to normal time at different times throughout the year. At the moment, the UK went to summertime, or to normal GMT time, earlier than in America for about 3 weeks. So this watch is solving the problem that it's always going to be accurate throughout the year, because it takes that into consideration. When it goes from one to the other and vice versa, there's 3 different changes. But the way they've done it, it just looks a little bit 70s. It just has that 70s aesthetic.
But that retro 70 to me, I think it's a little bit Art Deco to me.
1970s, not 1870s, Daniel.
No, I know, but I'm thinking 1930s. It's like something
very traditional hands.
The old train stations, like you said,
Yeah.
certain buildings in the 30s or 20s that were just amazing. But the train stations that are maintained, there's something about it that's in this piece. So it brings back good memories.
3-dimensional.
But it also reminds me of the Borg or something from Star Trek that the
In what way?
spaceship Enterprise had to take on. There's something
Integrate, become part of the collective.
Assimilate.
Oh, yeah, assimilate.
Yeah.
Assimilate, Kojak. Become part of the collective.
Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile.
I didn't get, because I'm a bit slow. Something about accuracy at 3 points or something you said, Kojak, or what was it you said about this?
Yeah, when it changes from summertime to daylight savings, depending on where you are in the world, it will change at different times of the year. So just because it doesn't, when it changes in the UK, it doesn't mean that it changes in the US at the same time. I think it changes 3 weeks later.
Oh.
So when you have a world timer, it doesn't know that. So there is a period of time between the transition from one time zone to another one. It's not accurate.
Oh, because of the
That's really smart. How does it know this? How is it so smart?
Well, no, he's just saying it's not trying to be that smart. It's smart, but not the world the way it works. There's going to be some inaccuracy because of the way the world works. But I'm very disappointed, Kojak, in this, because I just noticed that Halifax is on there, not Toronto.
So which axis?
Towards, let's see, where is it here? I saw it.
Would it be Anchor or?
Where the hell is it? I just saw it. Oh, thanks for bringing it close.
Wow, how does that work? It rotates. It's got the
Halifax above New York. It's above New York's.
Halifax.
On the
New
right.
York, Halifax.
Yeah.
So they rotate around, Tim. So New York at the moment is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours ahead of London. 1, 2, 5. Yes, but when we move to daylight savings, when we moved to daylight savings, New York would have been 6 hours ahead, 6 hours behind. I don't know, 4 or 6 hours, one of the two.
Yeah.
And so it would have changed position. So it would have been at another position around that axis.
But Alex, you're not explaining why Halifax gets all the credit on this and not Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So is there rivalry between Halifax and Toronto?
No, I just my ego about Toronto.
Bitter rivals, worst enemies.
Name me one interesting fact about Toronto.
Oh no! Don't do that to me.
No. You called out Halifax, right?
Damn. So
Halifax is a recognized, shipping town, seaport. So it's very important in that way, I guess. And it's near New York, closer to New York. But I'm not okay about Toronto. It's with all the stuff that I don't like about Toronto. I've seen other cities that I like worse. It's like other cities, but maybe more. It's a great multicultural city. I think I like the culture to some extent, although I haven't taken advantage of a lot of it. But there's a lot of bad here too. But I'm not going to bother with the arts that I hardly go to. The museums, they're great, but I hardly go to, so I don't want to. And the hockey team, forget that. That's just business sports. I think it's just, I lived here. I was born here. That's not the exciting reason, but that's it. I'm giving you a serious answer, believe it or not.
Okay.
Pretty good answer. Pretty good answer.
But Toronto is bigger than Halifax, I believe.
It is. Mm-hmm. It's the largest city in Canada right now. Halifax is a very important city. I'm just joking around. Mm-hmm. It's a port city. A lot of talent out of Halifax.
And there is also one other positive.
Maybe you can get these customized. When you order, maybe they print it on demand.
They'll put Toronto in there for me.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire.
Maybe before they make these, they say, hey, well, if you're going to buy one, would you like to put us...
Yeah, but I would take it that the front part of the dell's been already put together.
Hmm.
Ah, okay. So just to say, just Halifax apparently has a slower pace of life, and
Yes.
people are friendly for the most part. Halifax is getting more diverse all the time, but it will never match Toronto for diversity. Well, you've only got to look at the different coloured glasses that Daniel Katz wears for
Very
a
diverse collection.
very diverse collection
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And another benefit of Halifax is that's where Daniel Katz doesn't live. So you know,
Oh,
you
right.
take you take. It depends whether you see that as a positive or a negative.
So many advantages. We gotta take
But
advantage
if
of
you
it.
like big city lifestyle, and I think this is why you're in Toronto, not Halifax.
Mm.
Halifax is not for you. I think that is where Toronto.
I was in a cross country race at 18 years of age in Halifax,
Okay.
and out of 50 people, I think I came in 50th.
Were they chasing you out of the town, or what was going
No,
on?
a cross country
Were
race, like it was an organized race. I know you're making fun, but it was just I just didn't have my act together. It's like
Ah,
just didn't have it. I just didn't have any energy. It just everything went wrong. I could come in the top 8 out of, let's say, 500 runners or 60 runners. I'd come in top
yeah.
5 or 4, maybe win it. But this was just horrible. I just didn't have the energy that day. It was a really nice park. The trip was paid for. It was because I made it in a certain group of people to represent Ontario, and got a free trip to see at some motel because they put up the bill. It was some cheap hotel. It wasn't like the Wynn Hotel, and I got to
Mhm.
see outside 2 drunkards boxing like this, and
Oh,
one went
jeez.
like this the night before my race. One went like this, hit the other guy, and he went like this
Oh no.
in the parking lot of a hotel. I guess they drank too much or something.
Hmm.
Off topic, way off topic.
Do you think?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so you prefer Toronto to Halifax?
At least it wasn't you who were attacked.
That's right. Well, I've only been to Halifax like once or twice in my life, so it doesn't really count. I don't really know it enough.
Hmm.
There's a whole once you get into the pulse and the communities of even a small town outside of another city, things just you create your own thing. Canada's in a way, can be a beautiful country, and
Oh yeah.
if you're in Newfoundland, that island there, with gets all the hurricanes from the south when it wheels its way up, they survive everything, and the people are from what I hear, are great communities out there. Um, you
What are
have
they doing over there?
Here's an example of Newfoundland's Newfoundland. I can't even pronounce it right. Uh, okay, from Newfoundland. I'm not going to say how to pronounce it. So let's say you decide to camp out somewhere on a beach in Newfoundland, okay, and then you fell asleep. You got your tent there. You fall asleep, and before you know it, you wake up surrounded by other people in a wide circle to actually form their campfire, a big campfire, and doing lobsters and all that, and having a good time. And they brought out the Pilsner beer or the Heineken or whatever, and then and before you can wake up and say, whoa, what happened here? We didn't know you guys came. And say, oh, hi, you want to join us for a beer? Before you know, you're in the party. That's the way they
Wow.
are, So
Wow.
Would
uh,
it be fair to say that
That's pretty good.
most of the entertainment in Toronto is man-made? So theaters, whatever, art museums, all that sort of stuff. Whereas Halifax is more nature-based. There's
Nature.
more sort
they're both cities. That's too. I don't like uh, Halifax. I don't know it. I don't know enough, but there's a mix of cultures that have something beautiful about it. That's all I'll say. And you get people that are creative in the arts just as much over there probably than in Toronto, or people that come from a small town. They come to Toronto to show their talents that come from some small town or a village, whether it's playing the piano or leading a band like O'Sheen or whatever. Talent
Mhm.
comes from everywhere, and And if you fit up with a community of friends and relatives, the world is your oyster. You don't have to come. The city is just a collection of communities, and when it works out, you're having a good time dealing with trials and tribulations. And then sometimes you see the worst of cities, disparities, and that's a whole other topic. Oh, Abel has just told us here that Halifax is frozen for the next 5 months.
Nice. Yeah, that's the problem over there with Canada. At least like New York is pretty balanced. It is already getting cold,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah,
but at least it doesn't get ridiculous.
yeah. Roommate's not cold. She's a warm person.
Yeah, no, she's very cold. She's so cold and so cold.
Yeah. But she gave you tea.
Oh, look at this. Sean. Sean, welcome to the show. How are you doing, Sean?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey,
Oh, what
very-
happened to you? You got a cold or what?
Yeah, fighting the flu.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, I
but
can
I was
hear it.
listening to you guys talk about the GPHG
Yeah.
winners and was enjoying the conversation. Daniel, thank you for your kind remarks regarding my Bovet.
Yeah.
This is actually a very interesting piece you see that they put together. I mean, the price tag is crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 702,000
Same.
Swiss francs. Oh my god. I didn't even realize how expensive it was. 700,000.
Yeah.
This is kind of they're competing against Richard Mille here at this level. Sorry, Sean, you were cutting out a little bit. Can you talk now?
No, he's got that flu, so we'll just be
Dang.
patient with him.
No, I think he's got some kind of a also.
Oh
brain-
yeah.
Maybe he needs to reboot. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, the link. Let me drop the link just in case because we can't hear.
Yeah.
He cut out. Oh, this Bovet is so wild. So wild. The day and the month, they're like in these horizontal scrollers.
Yeah.
So cool. And then you got the day at 9 o'clock. Then full world time with, like Kojak said, kind of self-adjusting cities.
Yeah,
So-
that reminds me that of the odd person that wanted to self-adjust. No, he wanted to
Yeah.
adjust my face.
700,000, Daniel.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy amount of money.
Oh, that's
700.
By the
And it's limited to 60 pieces.
60 pieces for credit.
Only 60, Daniel.
No, but still, there's like, I don't know, like.
by the way, Danny, I was a bit concerned about last night's stream. You were talking about drowning in Greece.
Drowning in Greece.
You almost drowned in Greece, Daniel?
What do you mean? Was it a bad joke? Maybe it was a bad joke. What was I saying? I can only remember.
Well,
I did
think
say
you-
something about drowning.
Yeah.
And I think it was just an attempt at a bad
Oh,
zinger
okay.
that went south or went north.
Well, all you got to do is ask me to stop putting my foot on your neck, and then you won't drown anymore. It's as simple as that. You only got to ask. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey,
'Cause I'm trying
Sean.
to get inheritance money.
Yeah.
Hi guys, can you hear me? Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Hey, no, sorry.
I had to log off and log back in on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
There were a couple other watches. I don't know if you guys had a chance to discuss it, but did you check out the entries on the challenge sector?
On the challenge sector, what's challenge for? Let me see here. Challenge.
There were a couple of interesting watches. One of them was obviously the Furlong Murray Space Bomb was one of them, but the one that was really interesting to me was the Otsuka Lutec number 6.
Oh, so the challenge watch prize. Let's see this one. Oh, actually, I've got a chance to see this thing in person. It's really nice, actually, Sean.
Isn't it cool?
Wait, it's got what is it? Japanese or Chinese to the side, or
It's
what?
Japanese, and then Daniel, the shorter hand is obviously the hours. Then you have the longer hand, which is the minutes, and then you got the seconds in the middle.
Oh, isn't that smart?
Isn't that cool? And then
Yeah.
you also have the date, which is indicating 6. But I just like the way the case is, and quite frankly, I don't understand why more manufacturers don't put the crown either at the 2 or the 4 o'clock. We all know that 3 o'clock position for the crown is the one that becomes most uncomfortable. I mean, you couldn't pick a more uncomfortable spot than 3 o'clock to put your crown. Why wouldn't more manufacturers put it on 2 or the 4 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
And look how good it looks. The way they machine the case, it looks very industrial.
Yeah.
It has that vintage dial look, but it has a modern and certain sense of craftsmanship to it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
What's the make of this brand, by the way?
It's a Japanese brand.
Japanese.
Oh, no, I know,
Like
but-
Otsuka.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
I think
there it is.
yeah.
It's
It's
his first
Otsuka
watch.
Lotec is the brand.
Okay.
And the price point is really interesting too. Take a look at it. Actually, between you and I, I'm actually considering getting one of these if there isn't a long wait. Not that they've done well.
Oh damn, 2,200 Swiss francs. That's really affordable.
That's
How
and that's a unique piece that got into GPHG and and won the category. Didn't they win the category?
Don't think so.
By the looks of it, yes, they did.
Did they?
Yes, they won the cheap watch award.
No,
Oh,
it's
this
not the
one is
cheap watch. It's
affordable.
well, is the cheap watch challenge is the cheap watch? I thought they had one that was under a grand.
Yeah, I think this
But
is
this
like
thing doesn't look cheap, does it?
no. Well, no, it doesn't. It looks like could be a $15,000 watch.
I mean, the finishing on that case was beautiful, and you got the screws there. It's just really nice.
Are you willing to go to Japan? Because Sean, when you get better, you've got to fly to Japan to get it.
I'm sure we can, or have somebody. We can maybe talk Marcello, our buddy over there, to get us send us one. We our fingers of the watch community covers all corners of the world, my friend.
Yeah, he'll smuggle it in Paris, but over the border. It's a really cool watch.
Yeah.
Check this out.
But it goes to show to keep the cost down. It's a Miyota movement, but it's an in-house Miyota that's attached directly to the dial with screws lining up the dial. So it's been the way someone who knows what they're doing manipulates this workhorse piece that is amazing what it can do to make the movement in the first place for so little money, but doesn't mean that it's a bad movement. And they made it to cater to this really original piece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a very original, like, if you know watches, if you know how to work with watches, technically speaking, you can almost create anything you want. It just involves a little bit of math, a little bit of calculations. If you do, so because this is a retrograde hours and minutes. It's been done before, but here it's done in a different, creative, cool-looking way where it looks like a dial in some vintage Porsche, doesn't it? It looks like a speedometer in a vintage Porsche, or some kind of
it's a form of a retrograde, isn't it?
Yeah.
It goes back once it gets.
It looks like a gearbox.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like a stereo meter,
That-
you know, like
that too.
the-
That too. That's
yeah.
what's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
could also look like that too. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
one of those music gauges.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So cool. Very. And that's what's going to happen to the watch market. These new brands, new creative, fun pieces at 2,000 and below price point are going to swoop in. Look at the studio Underdog. They want 2 grand because they're seeing stuff like this. It's competition. Why would you pay 2,000 for a studio Underdog if you can get this watch? I think this is way more creative. You get a lot more
I agree
value.
with you. I mean, that's the beauty of our industry. That's not our industry, but our hobby. That there
Yeah.
are people out there that are still putting out stuff that are different. Again,
Yeah.
for two grand, 3 grand, you can buy a piece of crap that looks like they've been stamping them out, or you get something
Yeah.
that's different and actually looks good. And the video that you showed, again, I think it shows that the finishing is right on and looks good. Yeah, honestly, it could be if you cover the dial on this, it could be something that's a little bit of a Gerald Genta-ish, a little
Mhm.
bit, you
The
know.
porthole design, right? We've
Yeah,
heard this
20
before.
leagues under the water, you know, so
Yeah.
something from that era, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jules Verne type watch, you know. So it's got its own character, and I think they've done a pretty good job with it. And the fact that you have the minute to hand and you have the seconds there, that's pretty neat.
Or for the fans of video games, it's also kind of a Bioshock-ish. Bioshock. It looks like like an underwater watch. I wonder what the water resistance thing is. But
Sean, you're taking your stuff, right? It's going to be
oh
a
yeah.
taking your
Yeah,
medicine.
yeah. I mean, you take the airbornes and stuff like that. You know,
It looks
just
like
try to.
everyone is getting the flu this year
Oh, I'm
because
telling you, it's
I've
just
had it.
crazy.
I had it when I came back from London. I gave it to the roommate. She was pissed at me for that. And
That was your gift from London.
yeah,
You
I
were
know.
Did you say that gift was directly from Kojak, so she would even like Kojak more?
Maybe.
What have I done? What have I looked after Tim in London. Okay, he was relatively sober, relatively.
Yeah, I got out
High,
alive.
just low in alcohol, high in cholesterol. Timmy,
I think I was very
restrained.
reasonable. It
Yeah.
was hard times, and
Wait a minute,
Daniel,
You were reasonably unreasonable. Is that what
no,
you were?
I think I was very what would you
Reasonably
call it?
unreasonable.
I
No?
was very reasonable, Daniel.
Oh,
Very
Daniel, do you know what was the best thing because I got this yesterday morning, right? I just
Yeah.
saw it coming.
Yeah.
I got home. I left work at 5.
Yeah.
Right at like 5:05, I left. I said, I just have to go. And I got home. Shimo was not home, so I turned the heater up to 77 degrees.
Yeah.
Put on 3 layers. Put on my sweatpants.
Yeah.
Went under the blanket. Slept, and I told her, "Baby, on the way, just get me some kind of a soup or something."
Yeah.
And then wake me up about 7:30. So she wakes me up. I'm soaking wet.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like and then she just brings me the soup. I eat it right there in the bed, and I fall asleep. And I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. I sweated it out, and I felt so much better within a day. 24 hours of getting it, I was
Yeah.
feeling better. But now I'm at work again, and I quarantine myself. I let people know that I'm sick so they don't come in. But now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go home and just sort it out. Listen, I had it at 77 degrees, and I had the chills last night.
Yeah.
In my office here, I had, as a matter of fact, the gal from Saks called and says, "Hey, so when you gonna come in?" I sent a picture of myself, a selfie, and the temperature in my office. I said, "I don't think you want to see me today." But I was at 77 degrees. I had to put on extra stuff on because I had the chills.
Jeez.
So it wasn't good. But you know how good it is when you have it's just like you get into a car to drive, and I live only like 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from work,
Mhm.
and you're like, you can't wait to get home, and you have a hard time parking the car, hard time
Mm.
getting into the door and carrying your briefcase,
Yeah.
and then you just like, oh my God, you have to empty out all your pockets to but once you get in underneath that blanket and you put your head on the pillow, it's just like you're in heaven.
Yeah, I got a new mattress, so hopefully that.
Oh, whoa, Daniel. You got a new mattress. Congratulations.
Yeah. So
Does it vibrate?
Is
you
it a
put coins
sleep
in there?
number bed?
You put coins in there?
No. It's okay. It's okay.
What kind of brand did you go
make it
with?
clean. Maybe I'll have a mate and she'll vibrate. Okay.
What
So
kind
Good,
of
congratulations, buddy.
yeah.
model did you go with?
What's it called? I'll tell you in a second.
Mhm.
It's not the most expensive, but it's I think I'm pretty happy with it. It's got mixed reviews, but I like it. I like it where it's a little bit on the hard side. It's a foam, basic foam, like a semi-high end foam, but
Like a
with miniature,
Tempur-Pedic or something like that?
but with miniature springs in it. So when you
Oh,
get it,
Oh.
it's rolled up and you unroll it. So it's not the old-fashioned type of springs.
Uh-huh.
So it's a little bit, different. But I kind of like it. So it's,
yeah, those miniature springs, they tickle you at night. That's why you like
yeah,
Exactly.
it.
I did not
Congratulations.
mind.
yeah.
Very cool. So it's like a hybrid,
Um,
right?
yeah, it's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid. It's a
Yeah,
foam and spring mattress
Interesting.
hybrid.
yeah.
The last 2 times that we got mattresses,
Mm.
they haven't been the right choice for me.
Oh.
And my wife always leaves it up to me, and I've screwed up. First, I went with super hard, and then I kept on saying it's going to get better. So we went past the
Yeah.
deadline that we could return it and get another one.
No.
Oh,
So after like 2.5 years or so, I'm like, I'm done with this. So then we go in, but I like the mattress, right? Itself, the way it was constructed and all that, the material and everything. So we won't go back. Then we get another one that's a little bit softer. We bring it in, and like within 2 weeks, I'm going, no, there's no way. We have to go for a little bit softer than this. So we go and test it over there. But then, so they bring it, and no charge. They come and exchange it. These are not cheap mattresses, right? So now we've had it for like 2 years, I think, 1.5 years, 2 years. It's not the right mattress.
No.
I'm telling you, I think as you age, your muscles, your joints require you to have a softer mattress.
I don't know
Because
how Korean people do it. They sleep on the floor, no
I don't
mattress
know.
whatsoever. How is that possible, Sean?
I'll never be able to do that. I would have to have because I sleep on my sides. And then my right or left side, then I sleep on my back, and when I sleep on my left side, my shoulder and my hips, they tend to get pushed in, and I feel the pain points. Before these mattresses, we had a pillow top kind of mattress, and it was just too soft. But then I was younger, so I think as you get older, you need to, because like we have a very nice couch, and it's like feather filled and all that stuff. It is the most comfortable place for me.
It's like the couch that we had at the Animal House. I never was on a couch like this. It just absorbs you inside.
It absorbs you, but at the same time, even if you sleep on your back, it does. It's not like it doesn't hurt your back. There's plenty of support. And I'm like, and so once in a while, if we are watching a movie or something, and then Shima falls asleep, she wants to go. I say, I'll see you later. I'll fall asleep there, and then I just don't want to go to the bed.
Is
so
it
she
leather?
gets pissed off. No, it's not. No,
It's not leather, of course.
No,
yes.
leather would be uncomfortable.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
My roommate wants to get a new couch, and she wants to get like a leather couch.
No, and then then she says, then she's like, how come you didn't come to the bed? I said, baby, honestly, that couch is so comfortable. It's better than our bed.
You gotta let me know what the name of the couch brand that you use.
You got it.
I've
my
got
god.
I've got it's called the Simba.
Hey,
SIMBA.
guys,
Hey,
let's do 5
wasn't there
more
a
minutes.
Simba? Wasn't there a Simba, like a cartoon character in the 60s? Simba.
It's from The Lion King.
Lion. Oh, the Lion King there has, but there was
Lion,
also
yeah,
a Simba, I thought, from the
Oh.
60s.
Oh,
Ah, interesting.
Have you watched the Lion King remake? I heard that it was
No,
no good.
I saw the
The
original.
original one was amazing.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Timmy.
Yeah,
Hey guys, go to if you don't mind. Which one was it? Was it the Gold Hammer?
I do mind.
Go not Gold Hammer. Go to Belong, and there's some cool vintage watches. Go to Belong. BU. Let me tell you, just Belong. Hold on a second. Let me Belong. BULLONG
Sons?
and Sons. Yeah, go there. As a matter of fact, our friend JMB had sent me some photos, and I know about these guys. They have some cool. Go take a look, man. They got some nice watches here, and the prices are not crazy. They got a. I thought it was here. They had a black dial. I thought it was a Universal Genève, if I'm not mistaken.
A Universal. Oh, here. 6,900.
Well, it wasn't this. Yeah, but there was black. But that's nice too, isn't it?
That is really nice. Universal Genève.
Yeah, that's
it's
beautiful.
kind of pre the hype Universal.
Yeah,
because the hype one is the tri compacts.
The tri compacts, right?
That's the really cool one. That was gonna be investment grade. Oh, look at this!
Look at that! Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
That looks like the Dennison watch.
Well, the case is a little bit different. The case is a little bit
better,
different.
I would say. Yeah. I mean, it's
and listen, like the Rolex, anything with black dial and yellow gold is just like expensive. This is gorgeous. This is like 1970s look to it.
This is so sexy,
isn't it? It's very slick.
Yeah. How much is this? 9,500. I bet this
all
because
gold.
Dennison is gonna make this. Like 2003, was there like 20?
The only actually, I like the Dennison. The only thing about Dennison, their name on the dial is too big, and it's just awkward where it's at. It looks like a billboard. It looks like a billboard. I wish they would have. Yeah, if their name Dennison wasn't on the dial, they would have had something else or a little bit, less more conspicuous. I think it would have done them well because the case is nicely done. The dials are beautiful, and price point is fantastic.
Yes.
How about that Patek to the left?
Oh, that's a really nice TV case shape. 43,900 for perpetual. Beautiful. Micro rotor movement in the back. Now, critics will say, "Hey, how come the movement doesn't fit the case back?" Well,
not on this one. That would be
But they still complain. There's these complainers.
On the Cubitus or the Stupidus, it kind of makes sense.
It's as I said, it's the Santos to Nautilus.
There you go.
It was Patek. It was Patek themselves that said that about movements not fitting, not being properly sized to the case, and then they went ahead and
just Patek. They're just, you know what? They don't want to follow everybody with this quick change strap system. It's kind of Patek Philippe is having the same issues as Apple has. Like they found themselves to be at the front and what they realize, they don't want to go too fast. They're like, "Ooh, the competition is behind us,"
Yeah.
but we're so far. Like, they don't want to push it too hard because they don't know if they'll be able to outdo themselves next year. You know what I mean?
By the way, I just remember I have to say something. I was watching your stream after
Mhm.
hours
Oh,
where you were talking to Manny and you guys were going over the the brigades and the 5177
mhm.
that he was, the blue dial. That's the right watch for him. That is such a beautiful. I had no idea that PK sold it for less than 15.
Yes,
I offered 15.
yeah, I
I
know.
wanted to buy it for 15.
I know, and then they couldn't sell it, so they had to drop the price. Very
Because
unfortunate.
because he initially wanted like 17 or 18, and then
Yeah.
I said like, if is he flexible, because I to me 15 was fair price for that watch. So I hope he didn't sell it for too much below that. But no, I would have bought it for 15.
You're
I know,
talking
right?
about
He should have
the
sold it. Yeah, he should have sold it for 15. That would have been
so we're
amazing.
talking about what, the 50, did you say the 5177?
I think it was 5177 double B. It was the
It was the
blue
blue
dial
dial, blue enamel.
Grand Faux. Grand Faux.
Oh yeah,
Gorgeous watch.
yeah. This.
When I was in Milan, I put it on my hand. And by the way, you guys were smack on. That watch in the minute repeater without the date is just perfect,
Right?
because the minute repeater is exactly that watch without the date on it, right? But has the minute repeater function. I think that watch is so good.
Yeah.
But this is near perfection. The other watch
Yeah.
that you guys were talking about, which
Yeah,
was the
the
white
minute
enamel
repeater. Oh my god.
with the sunken seconds, uh, uh, what do you call it? Dial, not a dial, seconds register, sunken second register. That is not the same as this watch, because this watch, the hands are white gold. And what I like about this one is the shine and the polish on the hands. The white gold hands just make it pop in person. That's
Mm,
why I like this better than the white dial as well. It's
mm.
just so good. The blue dial is so good.
Yeah. The I know, right? Can you believe it? That it's sold below that. These breguets are really tough to move. Really, really tough.
Yeah,
By the way,
but you can move this brigade like.
oh, Daniel. See, Daniel, you went the smart route because it's almost like you have one of these reggaes because it's very similar quality, but slightly cheaper.
Yeah,
Actually, a
well,
lot cheaper. I
so
think the bring is nice, huh? It's kind of like that reggae, a little bit, but I don't know. By the way, huge shout out to my watch channel for $100 PayPal donation. Really appreciate that.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, I know,
awesome.
right? So eh, it's a good guy. Really appreciate it. That's how I'm able to still keep doing these shows every single day. Continuing the watch chat. Nobody else covering this GPHG award. It's interesting how this whole thing played out. All right, the winners are very, very interesting. Look at this. See this Chopard LUC, guys? That's one of our viewers got this watch. Shout out to David H. He's got this exact watch.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, and that was kind of, we saw it on the stream. We looked at it, and it's such a great piece. He actually went out and got it, and boom, there you go. It's the winner of this year's Eco Innovation Prize. What is an Eco Innovation? I have no idea, but
Well, what were the runners and what were
the
the other competitors in that category?
the Eco Innovation. Okay, let me see here. Chronographs. Let's see, artistic petite atelier. I don't even know if they have it here. Jeez. The website. Oh, here we go. Time only? I'm not sure. It's a little bit out of order here. It is complication. Regardless, regardless. This one, look at this. The Audacity prize. Berneron. You know, the dial was designed after the movement. First, like the movement was made and it was all over the place. And they formed it into this dial. It's kind of like a spiritual successor to the Cartier Crash, but independent.
And my wife absolutely loves that watch.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. And you know who's a huge sponsor of this brand? John Goldberger. He bought one of these suckers. By the way, also huge shout out to Magic City for $20 PayPal donation. Really appreciate that, guys. Really appreciate the support. Uh, yeah, yeah. Because
I
anyways,
think
yeah.
PayPal donations are a great way to
PayPal is better. I mean, look, if
sticking it to YouTube. You know, like
they're assholes, man. The YouTube, they're assholes.
yeah.
It's really tough. It's all YouTube Shorts now. That's the what rules YouTube. So yeah.
Oh, wait a minute! Not just that.
Mm.
A bunch of I notice a lot of journalism that's and it just makes me angry, really angry. There are these voices that go at a certain pace, dot 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 dot, reporting about something in sports or some fighting between two football players or something in some other topic. It's all AI talk. It's
So
not a
AI.
person.
Oh yeah.
And
It's
I
all
hate that
AI
because
videos.
I hate those. They're
I
reporting
know,
by
right?
an AI
If
voice.
you watch a video and there's a voiceover, it's most likely AI. It's all these
Hate that.
AI videos.
Like, is it totally dominating? What the hell's going
It's
on
all
here?
yeah. Just
Man.
because it's easy, you could just set it to read the latest article and do the voice and then put the pictures in the background and
And they're poorly done.
to set it
too.
and
Pictures
forget
are
it. It's all
poorly put
garbage.
together.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, tricky stuff. But anyways, look, we got like two more here left.
So we're talking about a category of video that requires less effort than what Timmy puts into the stream. That's really lazy.
It's I know, right? That's even lazier than
wow.
Yeah,
Thought
wait,
you and
I
if
go
only
for
you had thought if only you had invented that and thought of it first,
I know, right?
you'd be a millionaire.
I could have been a millionaire. That's so
What are the
funny.
other winners then? Come on, let's
You could have been a millionaire, Timmy. I couldn't believe it. That's one of the funniest things that I was ever told.
I'm not referencing.
If Red Shovel wasn't there, nobody would have believed me.
I was referencing Only Fools and Horses for those people in the chat who know about that.
Oh.
So what's the next winner then? What's the other winners in there?
Hey, you know what? For horological revelation, I don't know what that even means, but you know what? Remy Cools, he won something. I think they created the category especially for Remy Cools because they took the prize away from him for all other categories, the best tourbillon, all these other categories that he should have won. This is too funny. Horological revelation. Come on.
Seems to be almost as many categories as there are entries this year.
But this one, the Chronometry prize that went to Bernard Lederer, this is a serious watch. How accurate this is, you have to see it under the microscope, guys. There's no other way to appreciate this watch. I'm glad I was able to see it in person. Because this is nuts. The accuracy.
It's so clean. It's so clean. So clean.
I love it. Yeah.
You can't.
It's a little bit too sterile, but it's clean. It's nice.
It's so sterile.
You know, it doesn't have
precision. It's surgically precise, Sean.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that actress that's so is very beautiful, but she's so cold? That's how this one is.
Roommate?
So yeah, exactly. This is totally a roommate watch. surgical
stop it.
precision.
Come on.
It
Stop
cuts you
that.
like
That's not fair. Jeez.
She just puts on the look of that. She's so full of affection. It's unbelievable.
I think it's pretty accurate, guys. I don't know about you. I think that's pretty accurate.
You're referring to the actress that played the Ice Queen, I think. No?
Oh, from Frozen,
Frozen. Yeah,
Elsa.
her.
Elsa.
Yeah, but who's the actor? She's from
Oh, who's the actress that plays her?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Oh,
an animated movie, so
Hold on. It's the voice.
the voice.
but that elf, the lady that played Galadriel.
No,
I'll
no, 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 no,
I'll
no,
look it
no.
up.
No, that's the New Zealand actress. He's talking about she was in The Good Place and Heroes. Oh God damn it! I've forgotten her name.
Well,
Man, look at that minute hand. Look how it's so beautiful and
it ticks.
intricate it is. Look at it towards the tip of it. You see before it gets to that triangular or the arrow head. Look how thin it is. It's hair thin.
Kristen Bell is the voice.
It's not just that, Sean. Let me show you something.
Oh,
Yeah,
You
can
have
you
to
zoom in?
this in.
Can you
We have-
zoom that in, please?
Yeah.
Timmy, we have a super chat, and my watch channel is. I was going to say exactly the same thing. Bring
Hey.
it up.
See here, As Cold as Ice plays the outro. Ooh, okay.
What's that?
All right. Cold as Ice. Who's the singer?
I was actually looking
Axel
for it. Foreigner.
Rudy?
Foreigner.
Oh, Foreigner. Okay, yeah, okay, got it. We can play.
Oh, that's a great song.
Okay, right after this. 1 second. Check this out. Look at the Sean, once you see this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
look,
my God, that's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Look at the second hand. It's
Wait a
actually
second, guys.
skeletonized.
It's hollow.
And there's
Oh
another
my
second
God,
hand
guys,
on the inside.
this is absolutely stunning.
And
That's
this
absolutely stunning.
inside, obviously my mouse is broken, but this inside over here, it
Yeah.
ticks on every second with surgical precision. On every split, this is like I think 10th of a second movement. It goes super rapidly, hitting every single microsecond marker. Okay. There we go. Let's see, how do I pull this up?
The answer to the question, what nuts were we eating earlier on today, were Brazil nuts.
The Brazilian. I thought that was the Brazilian wax. Oh. Thanks for joining us, Alex, Daniel, Kat. See you guys tomorrow. The show goes on, huh, Daniel? I think Daniel is eating Brazilian nuts.
No. No, I'm taking my was it the rice weed, whatever tablets for my cholesterol. Hi, Marco.
Good night, everybody.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You want paradise, but someday you'll pay the price. I know. I've seen it before. It happens all the time. You're closing the door. You leave the world behind. You're digging for gold. You're throwing away a fortune and feelings, but someday you'll pay. You're